We are here for Operation MurderStream, which I realized probably just a couple days ago that I would have preferred Murdercast, as in just calling all these people here casters instead of streamers, but kind of committed to it now. So, the situation is that Mercure Core has invested in a startup record label intent on competing with some planetary giants, reality media, and cutie pop, and they've invested in this Destructive Distortion, who has a few artists coming to Boneyard Arena. Now, Destructive Distortion has set up their own security for the actual performance, but Mercure Core wants to take a couple of extra steps. Well, one extra step. Sending you guys to assess the safety and assess and report the safety of the stage. That is your primary objective. Mercure Core missions always also want a positive image of Mercure Core to be projected, and being a corporation that likes money, don't cost Mercure Core any money.
Sen?
You've been given your mission brief by Carlton. Although I don't think I identified who was actually in charge of this mission. Whoops. Does anybody have lead? Okay. Hang on real quick. I'm also updating Molecularize's POG name. Dang it. There we go. Well, I know that there is one Psionic. So
Yeah.
that one. Spice is Han.
Yep.
There are two, but I wouldn't necessarily say that mine's got any reason to be the leader.
Oh, was
I do have administer.
Okay.
That qualifies.
Who has the highest psychic skills then?
I went to 1, because that's what I could do at level 1.
Right, that makes sense.
Same. Yeah.
Are you both full psychic or are you a partial?
I am full.
I'm a partial.
Okay. Then mission leadership goes to Han Young.
Alrighty.
A couple of things that did not get presented in the mission brief, but are known by EGO locals and have been relayed to you, are that if you peer through the scope or peer at the guide sites of any kill stream weapon, you will see the relative or last known worth or bounty of any target that you've got on your screen. It doesn't identify who those bounties belong to unless you only have one person on your screen. So zooming in, of course, helps. Trying to target just one person get one person in your sights is helpful. But if you're strafing across an entire battlefield, you'll see the bounty or worth of many people. It does take some 5 to 6 seconds for that pop-up to display, though. It's not instant round action or instant round information.
Alrighty.
Let's see. That was that Spice just said already?
Yep.
Okay, I need to turn you up again, buddy.
Here, I'll move the microphone a little bit closer to the pie hole. How about now?
Alright, it's better. I can turn you down from 200. But not much.
I always have my microphone tucked out of the way.
Yeah. I get you. I don't really like seeing it in my vision either. All right. We want to start off with quick introductions, and those of you that came from within Mercure Core and weren't just recently hired, also let us know, not necessarily what you did, but just that you're not an EGO local. Let's go down the line with start with Benjamin Crook.
So just like kind of what I did.
Just a quick, if you've got a physical description, just a real quick physical. We don't really need to go too much into what other characters know about each character, since all these characters are relatively new to each other. The only thing that I really want called out is anyone that is an EGO local.
Yeah, just a handsome middle-aged man, strong jawline, dressed in whatever sort of like formal business clothes equivalent for whatever that is at Mercer Corp.
Okay, it's a nice understated pantsuit basically, with generally muted tones.
Perfect.
All right, Dean Maddox.
Yeah, Dean is in his late 30s, exceedingly fit. He's ex-military, but when he left the military, he joined Mercer Corp for kind of a more traditional job. And yeah, again, he's wearing kind of professional business attire.
Okay. Han Young.
Han is your stereotypical Asian guy, well built. In spite of that, he was a local, but wound up. Where was that planet? Over on Third, or how we pronounce that, for psychic training, where Mercer found him.
Okay.
And thought his talent's useful.
Absolutely. Mercure loves the psychics. Johnny M.
Johnny Morong is a citizen of Kamigo. He is some kind of indeterminate Asian man. Not particularly tall or big, but awfully fast. He seems kind of disappointed that they gave him so small a gun. He's probably wearing a... what did we call it? Sunset Mirage branded jacket.
Right on. Sunset Mirage, by the way, is a Mercure-produced Western drama with a gritty hero and a psychic kind of Lone Ranger style. Psychic sidekick. All right, and last, I think that's Rafe Quasar.
Yeah, so Rafe Quasar is a local AGO resident, not previously employed by the corporation. Particularly, they're like, at least locally, I mean, if you live in this town, in this city, you might have heard of him. He's a local rock star. Not really, not famous anywhere else yet, but really big locally. And as an AGO resident, he's got a like badass leather jacket, crazy long blonde hair. He's got a bass guitar on his back in addition to his laser rifle. Yeah, you might have heard of him.
They may have actually heard a performance from him or a track from him, indeed.
Probably not really, though.
I'm sure he's presented his mixtape. And
So,
those.
Sorry, I was gonna say, what circumstances do our characters kind of meet under? Like what location?
Well, those of you that came from within Mercure that weren't locals on the planet have been promoted or pulled from whatever job you had. Probably a desk job, unless you were a psychic. And may or may not have been a satisfying job, but for whatever reason, you guys got told that you're on a new assignment and basically shipped off to here. Your permission and whether you wanted to wasn't really inquired. Your
Sure.
handler just didn't care. You've been in this city, which I know I named it. Anyways, you've been in this city for about a week while Mercure took to trying to recruit some locals. And that's when you heard of Rafe Quasar.
Okay. The whenever Dean first met any of his coworkers and also these locals, as they kind of like joined us at wherever we were staying while they were getting hired, he would have given them copies of the book he's writing. Dean is like a kind of mean-looking guy, but he's writing a book called "The Mean Dean: 100 Delicious Cookie and Cake Recipes You Can Cook with Your Kids," and he's really trying to hustle it, get people to look at the copies and tell their friends. So he's got a bunch of those copies of that book with him, and he gives them to everyone he meets.
All right, that is probably why he was pulled away from his job. He was writing at his desk.
His coworkers way too many copies of that book. Yeah.
We need to get this guy out of the office.
One question before we get too far in.
Mm-hmm.
In the handouts and everything, it said if you were AGO local, if you wanted to, you could spend 100 credits to potentially reroll your HP.
Uh-huh.
My question about that is, if I were to reroll and get lower than I originally rolled, do I have to keep the lower roll?
No, it's keep best.
Then I would like to do that.
All right. Yeah, I realize that the EGO local package is quite a bit better than the others, but it just made sense for the story. Sorry.
Yeah, Johnny's feeling a little burnt as a guy new to working for Mercure.
This is not what he signed up for, is it?
I mean, the part where he had to go to an extremely violent planet seems okay with him. He's not really that bothered by that. But they gave him a tiny gun and some power cells, not really a whole lot else to work with.
This is true. And they haven't told you what those T-Lucy 147 combat stims actually do.
Yeah, that's a source of amount of concern, too.
Yeah, they've just told you that it is a stim to use should you get in trouble. It should not be used lightly. Did anybody take the salesman package?
I don't think anyone picked up trade.
Okay. All right. So this town that you've been in for 2 weeks. How do I not have a freaking name for this place? Somebody want to name the town?
Well, I am terrible with naming stuff, so.
Yeah, fair enough. This is something that should have been in my notes anyways. Two Steps to Hell. So the town that you're in, called the Two Steps to Hell, is on the edge of kind of a blasted wasteland. There are parks within the town, and some farms on the east side of it, but looking out the west side, it's just dry, cracked earth desert. And that's the direction that Boneyard Arena is at. Other things that are of note is that not the entire town is not safe. There are protected zones, but even those have not necessarily shatterproof glass, but laser-proof glass. Very refractive glass. It's hard enough to see inside, but harder still to shoot. Carlton brings you around, says that it's time for you to head off to Boneyard Arena and make sure that the venue is safe for what he hopes to be a promising musical venture for Mercury Corps, and asks if anybody has any questions.
Yeah, a question about the objective, and this is almost more of a player character than in person, but then when they say the objective is to make sure it's safe, is this like we're supposed to do like an inspection and give it a rating in terms of defensibility, or make sure that, like, for instance, if there are drifters living there, they're cleared out?
Yeah, that would be clarified. Basically, the arena is outside the safe zone. It's as the description says, it's in a well zone. Weapons locked and loaded. They want the various dressing rooms, the internals of the stage to be safe from infiltration in case somebody hates the performance so much that they decide that they want to go cost themselves a bit of money to kill someone. And they also want the safety of the actual construction assessed.
Okay.
So would they want us to be looking for traps, kind of sabotage stuff as well?
If you find any sabotage stuff or traps, then yes, they do want that taken care of. They're not expecting traps or sabotage, as that's not a profitable way to kill somebody on EGO. You don't get any views on your stream for that. You just get a fine.
Fair enough.
So it takes you out to a grav car. It's more like a grav van. Oh, and molecularize. Did you have a hench with you, or did you not go that route?
Nah, I went with connected instead. It
Okay.
seemed a little mechanically easier.
Yeah,
So
I
I have
agree.
the connected focus to suggest that I know people in the area, maybe.
Okay, that works too. Then we'll just stick this as a regular grav car then. The vehicle you're brought to is a gray and red grav car. It looks like it's supposed to be red, but the hood and right siding all the way back to the back seat passenger door are clearly replacements that have been stripped of paint for a repaint that never got done. And the trunk has bullet holes that haven't been patched up.
Johnny calls shotgun.
Okay. You all pile in. Who's driving? Johnny's shotgun? That would mean there are 3 people squeezed into the back seat.
Oh, I want a window seat for sure.
Not bitch.
So there's no driver?
One of you is driving. Right.
I-
There's no. You weren't given a driver.
We weren't given a driver. Dean
I
would
guess.
drive.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
By default, I pretty much always have spatial awareness up.
Okay.
Just as a heads up.
Sounds good.
So have we been around here long enough to figure out whether staring through your scope more or less constantly is considered, rude or a good reason to get shot at?
It does raise some concerns for the people that are being looked at. It definitely causes some alarm, but it hasn't so far caused you to be shot.
I mean, Kamigo is still a planet where we believe in wanted poster technology. So to Johnny, this whole thing is fascinating. He's probably not sick of it yet.
He hasn't found anybody in the city that has a bounty yet.
He's looking.
He has seen a wide range of worths from 500 credits of worth, and those low worth people are very, very skittish in his sights. They either freeze and kind of just pretend that he's not there, or try to find a safe place to go as quickly as possible. Meaning, it would only cost him 500 credits to kill them. And he's seen upwards of hundreds to 500,000 credits, as well as a very, very large, ostentatious warning when he passed over a pregnant woman. That is apparently a large addition to their worth.
Well, at least they got some kind of principles around here.
They got some kind of principles. All right, so who was left backseat?
Me.
Rafe, I guess.
I actually just need to know who's in the middle, to be honest.
Not I.
Not I.
I guess I am.
Guess that leaves Han. All right. As Dean drives you out onto the road, you've got a map coming up on your display in the car. The garage lets you out onto a road lined with brightly colored stores. They're mostly cafes or sweet shops, and they're all protected by that refractive and heat-resistant glass. In front of you, a thick wall hems in the shops and supports a low arch that reads, "Caution, leave in protected zone." Through that arch and on the road for 2 whole hours is Boneyard Arena, your destination.
We were told that they have specific weapon requirements on the planet, right?
That's
Or
correct.
was it for the venue? Okay. Were we searched at all? Like, or is it? I don't know how that works. Is it just if you're seeing like brandishing one or something?
Yeah, brandishing one would definitely be a bad idea. If you've brought something that was not basically given to you by Mercure as part of the arrangement here, then it kind of depends on if Carlton knows.
Okay.
What do you have?
I've just got a knife. I would have left everything else probably.
No, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Anybody
Rafe
else
has a
have
bass
any
guitar.
illegal weapons? Guitars don't count.
Okay. Just pointing out, he has a guitar.
Okay.
It's a good bet Johnny owns multiple guns, but they ain't here right now.
Right. Okay. You are... 1 second, let me get some water here.
I also have the metapsionic ability. I think it's passive, but I can paste that in chat if it's helpful.
The metapsionic ability?
Yeah, the level 0. So I don't know how to do what you did with spatial awareness.
Did you get that from Wild Talent? I didn't realize that we had a third psychic.
Oh yeah, I'm a partial.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Neat. All right. On your way to Boneyard Arena, you pass through the gates. You are now in the well zone. Absolutely no restrictions or protections against hi Lulu, against somebody trying to kill you, all of you, or just one of you, as long as they've got the credits to pay for it. Those that don't, well, they end up with a bounty based on your worth. The road is barely paved, and on either side of you is that wasted, cracked desert earth with a few bits of shrubbery and a few more bits of rocky outcropping. How far out does spatial awareness go?
100 meters.
All right, I see that.
How Is there a way for me to tell how much it would cost someone to kill me?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Can I tell how valuable I am?
If anybody wants to know, Johnny will tell you.
Johnny has figured out how to use the sights. He'll certainly tell
Oh,
you.
can I just point the barrel of the gun at my face and it'll tell me?
Safe solution to point at your leg.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Honestly, that should be information that is presented on your own HUD as you're looking through the gun, anyways. So,
Okay.
yes.
So how much like I guess Dean specifically, how much am I worth, and then also how much are my colleagues worth? I mean, are we talking 100 credits?
No, you guys
1,000
are actually
credits?
worth a little bit more than 100 credits. You're probably within the 800 to 1200 range, possibly up to 1500. Rafe.
Okay.
Molecular Race, can you add your character name to the Discord also?
Oh yeah, sure.
Cool. Rafe is probably worth more than that, depending on how popular or how actually well-to-do Molecular Eyes wants his character's music, and you could be worth up to 10, 12, 15,000.
No. Maybe a little more than me.
Okay, last question about the worths. Do we know the worth of the person who will be coming to the venue, like the artist who will be playing?
You've actually seen some of the artists. Your weapons were taken away from you when you did, so you couldn't have assessed them. But they're mostly unknowns.
Okay.
Most of them are EDO locals, and you've had plenty of time to just look them up yourself. You can see their worth on their streams, and they're worth at tops 6,000.
Okay.
They're very, very easy pickings for a
big
wealthier streamer that doesn't want the competition, or artist that doesn't want the competition.
Okay.
So does our stream generate income too, or like, and do we get like points for killing people, and then like get viewers that then make us more popular or worth more, or like how does
You don't get
how does the
points for
stream
killing
work?
people. Killing people is still technically illegal, although the only penalty is the fine. As long as you can pay that, then you're fine. Pun intended.
So the people watch the streams for the same thing they watch streams for now, to just follow
Gratuitous violence.
celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, this is literally a PvP planet. You're watching people live third-person shooters. It's
and
not
everything else, right?
and everything else. Yeah, it's not all killing all the time, or the planet just wouldn't be sustainable. But when there are gunfights, that does generate quite a lot of interest and brings in some revenue from advertising.
Okay.
I mean,
So doing something that would generate viewership would, in the long term, generate revenue for yourself, even if it, say, costs money.
Mm-hmm. And as you can probably tell from the name on those guns, those weapons are equipped with cams that are always streaming. It captures both your target and your face. So if you get fragged while you're, holding your gun aloft and trying to sight someone, your last expression is captured.
Since we have guns that stream, would we have gotten to like choose our stream name?
Yeah, actually that does make sense. I should have said that, put that out for everyone, not just the EGO locals.
Dean's stream name would be the space equivalent of like an Amazon link to buy his book.
It's an Amazon link to his own book with an affiliate link.
Yeah.
He's just condensed it down with one of those bit.ly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine that there are actually quite a few of those, and unfortunately for Dean, they mostly get ignored.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, Mercure had copyright concerns about most of the ones Johnny wanted to use, so he just ended up with Johnny M and a number.
Yep, that sounds right. You guys
Han
are
went with Grim Vector as he was originally a local.
okay. Okay. Why don't you guys actually put the stream names in your character as part of the bio? That way it lives permanently. You have been to Egeo and survived, if you survive. And one of our viewers says you get a thumbs up from him for everyone you kill. That could be a lot of thumbs.
Oh yeah, before we forget, if we get shot at, it's a free game to fire back and kill people, right?
The fine is reduced.
Great.
It's a really shitty moment when somebody worth 5, 6, 7, 800,000 credits shoots at you, and you're like, well, I guess I'm just going into the wastelands now with a bounty on my head.
Question about that, actually.
Hmm.
If you shoot and don't kill them, do you get fined?
No.
Shoot him in the leg.
Johnny has been asking questions like that in great detail for the last week.
Carlton has stopped answering those questions.
Oh, last question. Does Mercure Corp have, can we put it on the card if we kill someone? Is there
Yes.
some kind of corporate? Okay.
You've been assured by Carlton that Mercure Corps will bring you out. Just heavily stresses, don't cost Mercure Corps too much money.
Sure.
I'm guessing Johnny did not get an answer when he was asked to define too much.
He did not. And Carlton, just to continue, give you a description, is a tall, thin, or slim black man. I don't know if you've watched Community, but I imagine him like the city college dean.
Oh my gosh.
I just saw the first episode where that character appears today. I just started watching Community the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for this mission.
The NASA episode.
He's been friendly with you guys so far, except Johnny.
I think Johnny's kind of earned the cold shoulder, though.
He probably
He's not
has.
trying to be annoying. He just really has no idea what's going on this planet.
Yeah, it's a strange place where duels are not really a thing. It's just kind of a never-ending duel in the wrong place.
We're still in the car, right?
You are still in the car. About 45 minutes into your drive. 100 meters, not enough. Does anybody have notice? What's the highest notice we've got?
I've got notice one.
I've got
And-
one.
Here, here.
Okay, where was that notice one?
Dean.
Dean. And
And
Dean is
Benjamin.
driving. Excellent.
I have alert as well as the perk.
Okay,
So do I.
perfect.
Stop copying me.
Stop copying me.
That's three of us.
Okay. I'm not repeating that one, stream chat. Well, everyone with alert and anyone with notice 1 or better notices that despite the haze of dust that your car is kicking up against this from the semi-paved road, there's now a vehicle that has pulled off from one of those rocky outcroppings and is actually tearing along the cracked earth beside you. Behind and beside. It's about
Is that
2
out
to
of my
300 meters.
range of spatial awareness?
It is. He's about 200 to 300 meters out.
Is that something we should be concerned about? I ask the people in the car.
Yeah, I'm kind of staring at them through my like rear view mirror, side view mirrors.
The windows on this thing open?
They do.
I was going to lean out the window and sight down on the car.
Okay. They're too far away for you to get any stream information on them.
Dean's gonna just kind of talk over his shoulder and why don't you just take a shot?
I'm not too good at shooting, actually.
Dean, without even looking, like I'm just not really trying to hit them. Just roll down the window and I just shoot my gun out like backwards.
Okay.
Behind the car.
They flip to the other side of the road and speed up. They're catching up with you.
Oh shit.
They're now on the shotgun side.
Guys, I wasn't kidding. I'm actually not good at shooting things. I'm gonna slouch down in my seat.
We've done it now. Rafe's gonna pull out his laser rifle and try to. They're still outside of scanning range to get there.
They're still outside of
Info,
scan
right?
range.
Can I try and shoot at one of their tires?
It's a grav car, right?
Oh, is it a grab car?
This is actually a buggy.
Oh.
So it's wheeled?
It is wheeled.
Yeah, can we try and take out one of their tires or something? Keep them from catching up with us?
You can fire on the car. Taking out tires is more a thing of fiction. At least as far as I'm aware.
Sure.
In any case, it's most likely that if tires could be taken out by laser fire, that cars around here would be more protected against that. So you can certainly fire at the. I'm actually just telling you this as a mechanical. Your character doesn't need to know any of this. You can certainly fire at their tires, but I'm just going to treat it like damage against the car.
Sure. I'll try it. Yeah.
And they're at. We'll put them at 250 meters unless you want to wait for them to get closer.
Laser rifles minimum or first range is 300 meters, so
Okay.
no penalty, so might as well.
Yeah, go for it. You do have a -2 because you're firing from a moving vehicle, and another -2 for firing at a moving vehicle.
Right. The speeds.
But the AC is for a vehicle is only 10.
Okay. Well, we'll have to subtract 4 from that. I just had it set to not query. Okay. So it would be 11 still.
Yeah, that seems to have scored a hit against the grill, and now they're really speeding up.
Is there a way I can have the shot being stuck in the middle, just through the back?
If you're using a laser, no, you would have to shoot at the glass or break the glass. It is supposed to protect you, being refractive glass.
Great.
What's the terrain like as far as like driving maneuvers that I have available
The terrain is mostly flat. Your road is more or less paved. It's mostly paved, but has a good deal of dust on it. That dust is coming from the dry, cracked earth all around you. And again, that dry, cracked earth is that dry, cracked earth is also mostly flat. Their only terrain features of note are the occasional cacti and the occasional rocky outcroppings.
Okay. Can I just try to keep the car so that it's kicking up dust, like not let them pull up to the side of us, like force them to be directly behind us?
Okay.
Just maneuvering the car so that we're trying to kick dust up into them and not letting them get up alongside.
Yeah, and you would have to try to perform some maneuvers with the car since it is a grav car.
Sure.
But you can do that with an int pilot or dex pilot check if you like.
All right. Here we go. Not bad.
That's not bad. It's tough to try and pick up dust with a grab car. Excuse me. Tough to try and pick up dust with a grab car, but Dean is doing a decent job. He is forcing them a bit off to the side if they want to keep you guys in visual range.
Who's in the middle seat?
I am.
Hans.
And be like, hey, if you want to take some shots, we can try to switch seats.
Good.
All right, do a really awkward shuffle. He has to like get on my lap.
Crook spams F1 while Johnny is pressing F2.
So, have they gotten close enough to get any better a look at him hanging out the window there?
Yeah, they are getting closer, and if you want to keep taking shots at them, we'll go ahead and roll initiative. But what you see before we roll initiative is...
I mean, we
see
don't want to
initiative.
keep taking shots at them. But
If you don't want to keep taking shots, then we'll wait until they get closer and you can talk to them.
A lot will depend on what you tell us we see.
Oh, Dean, we get to roll twice because of alert.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and whoever just rolled, I had to clear it off because I still had the previous combat up there.
Sure, I'll fix it.
Nice.
We're
Dude,
good now,
are you
right?
kidding? I rolled
yeah,
a 7,
fine.
you rolled an 8, I rolled an 8, you rolled a 9.
Alert did not do me a lot of good there. I guess I get the 4.
I guess in the shuffle, Han's a little bit behind.
All right, what you see as they're getting closer is a wheeled buggy that appears to have been armored some. The driver is heavily protected. Looks like the shotgun passenger has less armor plating on his side, or her side actually. However, there is a man literally just standing in the non-existent third seat of the buggy, protected only by roll cage.
Do they have guns or anything?
They do. You can't see what the driver or shotgun are packing, but you can see the man that's standing and hanging onto that roll cage is waving a laser pistol at you. Not waving as in, hi, hello, how you doing? Waving as in trying to get a decent shot on a wheeled vehicle.
From a wheeled vehicle.
From a wheeled vehicle.
Warn the others they're about to start shooting.
Alright, I believe you guys can correct your own initiatives, so if you rolled before the chart went up, go ahead and correct that.
Where do I see that? Oh, to move something.
So should I like re-roll and then correct the value?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Oh,
You
when
need
you say
to
that
have your
they're
token selected.
Yes, you do need to have your token selected.
How do I do that? Sorry.
You click your token.
Click the token. Oh, I see.
when you said that the vehicle was armored, did my 9 damage do anything to it noticeable?
Yeah, actually, you do see that there's some charred armor, as well as what looks like it's probably not close enough to see this, but some bubbling paint near that wheel well.
Okay.
Shooting you is a pretty good way of to say hi and get you guys' attention. I'd have to agree.
Mechanically, is it reasonable to aim at a person in the vehicle, or
It
are you
is.
still just kind of shooting at the vehicle?
Yeah, no, you can choose to shoot at the vehicle or the person.
Okay. They're on our passenger side now, right? On our right, on the right side of the vehicle. Okay. So I don't really have an angle then as the driver.
No. I mean, unless you want to shoot out past Johnny. Could be awkward.
Yeah, sure. I can.
Could be
Yeah,
fun.
it'll be a little awkward, but I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Tell Johnny to lean back.
Johnny leads out the way.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the driver. I'm just gonna try to knock the driver out and the chase right away. Not interested in hearing what they have to say.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do that on your initiative turn. Let's see where they go.
Sure.
Damn. Everybody's rolling high on this.
Except
Fortunately,
for
as
me.
players, you have the benefit there.
Cool.
All right. So you've got Streamer's Buggy coming up at you. You are close enough to get a read on them, and you're seeing I should have had this in a much easier copy-paste block, but I didn't.
I was not a cool guy with numbers. All right.
Another cool guy with numbers.
Nice.
All right, Dean.
Oh.
Awkward shot from the car, from the driver's side.
Yeah, another quick question. If you kill someone, can you take their stream name?
You don't get to absorb their stream name.
No, okay. All right.
Like collecting dog tags.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm doing my awkward shot from the driver's seat, driver to driver action.
Okay. Due to the position, I'm going to treat it as if firing from prone. Wait, does that actually do a penalty here?
Oh,
No.
I don't have.
Bonus here.
The laser pistol that we have is a kind of standard issue laser pistol.
That's right. You're not using a two-handed ranged weapon.
Yeah. Laser pistol.
Okay. No modifier on it.
Okay.
Except for the vehicle and vehicle modifiers, so just the normal -4.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
I always forget those are D20s. I was like, how?
Unfortunately, the addition of the armor plating and the cover that affords the driver, your laser cooks into metal plating. I keep picturing a Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3, the driver's side on the technical, where it's just got this metal screen, except this is more of a transparent or translucent, more transparent plastic shield that refracts laser blasts. He looks over and smiles at you. Ben.
I flip him off.
Benjamin.
Oh, sorry. Jeez. Can I? Is it? I don't know if I can. How far away are they from our vehicle?
At this point, they're say 50 meters.
So solidly out of stab range.
Definitely out of stab range, yes, and out of
Could I-
thrown range.
Could I like call them out and possibly help Han get a better shot when he goes to shoot, or is that not really realistic?
How do you mean call them out?
I don't know, like call out the location relative to our vehicle or relative to Han's position or something. Or describe where the armor on the car is.
Well, do you have a relevant skill for that?
I have notice. I don't know if that would help.
I would let you roll a notice check at a fairly high difficulty. If you want to try and give him that aid.
Instead, I just roll down the window for him.
Okay. When you say roll down the window, you're joking, right?
Well, it's a refractive glass, right, on our vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
okay. So no, you weren't joking. That makes sense.
no.
For some reason, I was I was thinking that that had already been done on your guys' side, but no shots have been taken from the backseat on the right side yet. Okay. All right. So the window is rolled down. That's something that got Johnny. I really should. Han moved to the right side, and so the Ben is in the middle. That would put Rafe on the left back seat. Okay.
Do you want to like rearrange our tokens to kind of roughly represent our?
That would be really clever. I'll let you guys do that. Alright, Ben reaches over and rolls down the window. Rafe.
And okay, so it's on the opposite side from me now.
It is.
Would that make it difficult for me to shoot it?
No, I'm not going to penalize you for that. Unless you're using a laser... Oh, you're using a laser rifle.
Yeah, I have a rifle.
Okay. I think I'm still not going to penalize it. The moving vehicle penalty pretty much encompasses that.
Sure.
It's
Am I
an
the only one
awkward
with a
shot,
laser
but
rifle?
it's fictionally awkward instead of mechanically awkward.
Yeah. Am I the only one in the car with the rifle?
You are.
No.
Oh, you're not.
Okay. Cool. I think Rafe is going to say like, in his in-character voice, try to take down the vehicle. It's cheaper than killing the people. If you've got a rifle.
They have bounties. We get paid for this.
Oh, they're bounties. Good point. I don't say that. I changed my mind.
Yeah, okay. One of y'all want to pass me a long gun?
I will.
Don't worry, the window's rolled down.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna take this turn to commit a point and activate telekinetic armory. Just to activate the armor.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of see Rafe's hair starts to like float and like kind of a little bit of a glowing aura around him that would look really cool, like in the middle of a guitar solo on stage, as like the stage lighting's on him. His hair just kind of like float and like look like there's some kind of cool effects on him. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be my action for this round. Just popping up my AC.
Okay.
There's also a glowing aura around the bass guitar strung on his back, but he's not. He's holding his rifle at the moment.
All right. All right. The streamers are going to take some shots at you. The driver opens up a little window in his window and aims a revolver through that. He has taken a decent penalty for trying to aim through a little gun port like that. Oh, I do have modifiers added to this. That is definitely not going to hit anything, not even a vehicle.
Let alone the broadside of a barn.
That wouldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. That's just sad. Mr. Standing Human Turret over there with far fewer penalties. Still has -4. Still is not going to hit even your vehicle. And when they finally...
At least seems to be in the ballpark of hitting the broadside of a barn for a change.
Yeah. Human Turret is at least close enough to a barn. And driver's side gets up out of her seat, sits on the roll down window, the car door, and is aiming a shotgun over the hood of, well, not the hood, but over the roll cage of the buggy at you guys. She still has half cover. Actually, she's technically had full cover until now. So she still has half cover.
Are they able to move up close enough range for the shotgun?
Yeah,
It's kind of pretty short.
He's getting within 25 range. She's still taking a penalty on that.
Cool.
Someone remind me what the range penalty is. Is it -1 or -2?
I think it's just -2.
Okay. Oh, she is still going to hit your car. What a fucking roll from Grace.co.u. Shotgun blasts into your car. You feel the door denting in at you, as well as some flechettes of the shotgun shot. The shotgun shot. It even hits some of you in the legs, not enough to do damage.
It's already the side with the paint off it, right?
I'm sorry?
You shot us in the side of the car with the paint already off it, right?
Yes, she did.
No harm done then.
It does bring your grab car from 25 hit points down to 18 after armor. You are being informed to ram them. So that's the suggestions from the peanut gallery.
I was considering it. I was thinking how that would work. Grab car to wield car.
We need to board them like pirates.
Yeah, do we have a plank?
I don't know how it would work.
25 feet away?
Harpoons and cranes.
They are only 25 meters away.
Johnny might be crazy enough to jump on their car if we can get alongside him.
Bring me in the stabbing range, Dean.
It is Johnny's turn.
For now, though, he's just going to shoot at the gal with the shotgun because, I mean, really, that's just rude.
Alright, the girl with shotgun.
Fair enough.
She
what kind
is
of penalty are we
shouting at you? You still have a -4 from the two vehicles that are from the speed of the two vehicles, and she also has cover, which I keep forgetting in this game is a penalty to the attack instead of a bonus to their AC. So total of -6.
Yeah, I've suddenly forgotten where to click. Hold on. Doesn't seem to want me to roll. What's going on here?
If you're on edit, you click the weapon to use the action for it.
I think you may let me click on here. Yeah, you're in edit mode. Click the pencil next to the gear icon.
There we go. Yep. Okay. So we're going to do that, and then we need to take 4 off it. It looks like
-6 because she also has cover. That is still going to hit her.
Good roll.
-6 amounts to a -1 to Johnny.
Unfortunately, she is still up. That is a substantial enough hit. I abstract hit points, so not every single attack will physically cause damage. That one has. There's a laser pistol, and searing right across the hood of the car. She was almost quick enough to duck down, kind of using a horse riding maneuver almost, but the laser blast clearly seared across her back. You're fine, Bogdan Lazy. And yeah, I can treat the penalty to attack as a bonus to AC, but I'm still trying to treat it right because the AC thing actually affects shock if you don't account for it. She is still up.
Keep your head down, honey. Don't get excited.
Han. Unless you wanted to take a
First,
move action there,
yes.
Johnny.
I mean, he's probably going to duck back in the window at this point.
Okay.
I take shot to the vehicle to stop that, and I just take a -4 for that.
Yes, you can. Your driver could slow down. Then you would no longer have the driving penalty.
It is what it is.
To be fair, that probably wouldn't have hit much of anything.
It would have hit a stationary vehicle. A stationary
Yes,
vehicle.
that's true. Yep. You could have stood and shot at a vehicle. All right, we've wrapped all the way back around to Dean. Your vehicle has 18 out of 25 hit points, and you don't know where they're at.
Yeah, Dean's gonna try to. Let me see. Dean's debating if he should get close to them or slam on the brakes. I think Dean's kind of tired of this like vehicle to vehicle combat, so Dean's gonna like basically jam the brakes.
Okay.
Oh god, I didn't buckle my seatbelt when I moved to the middle seat. Me and Han go through the windshield.
I don't jam the brakes, but I bring us to a stop that is quite abrupt.
You feel a solid thunk on the back of your own headrest as Ben barely keeps himself from coming up into the front seat. All right.
Can you get us up on?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Johnny thinks we should turn the car around 180 degrees so the closed windows are between us and the guys with guns.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good idea. I'll throw the wheel to the side too as I hit the brakes, so everyone goes for a ride inside the car.
Okay. All right.
So we're side on to where our front was.
Okay, and you're from where they're currently at. You're keeping the back of your vehicle aimed at them.
The side of our vehicle.
Okay. Right side or left side?
We were shooting out the right side, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then the left side.
Well, I mean, I fired out of the left early on, so I would have had that window down from the beginning. So
Okay.
maybe keeping the back to him would be
Okay, actually, yeah. Then I'll keep the butt to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
45-degree angle or something.
Smallest profile as well.
All right. One moment, please.
That way we can fire from both sides too.
All right. With some, does Dean have a pilot?
He does not.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get a pilot check on that then. We'll go Dex pilot. He's not entirely familiar with or skilled at advanced maneuvers in vehicles.
No.
Oh God.
That's rough.
All right, your grab car comes to a skidding stop. Grav cars aren't supposed to skid, but it is.
It means we throw up some dust.
You just threw up some dust, and it's all coming into the car with you. You're able to stop, but getting oriented so that the back of your car is aimed at them is a little bit more difficult. You've seem to have lost track of what direction they're in.
Okay. That would be my
Phase
turn.
me.
Yeah.
So they haven't gotten that far away.
Yeah, Bogdan, smoke is good cover for lasers. However, the streamers have all been shooting with. Oh, there was one that was shooting with a laser pistol, but two of them were shooting with ballistic bullets, which aren't all that common on EGO. All right, Ben. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was coughing.
Oh, somebody was saying something before I interrupted them. I apologize. All right. Well, then it's Ben's turn.
I'm going to. I don't know what to do. Is there a sunroof on this vehicle?
No, there's no sunroof on this vehicle.
Okay. Then I will climb over Han and open the door.
Okay.
And just kind of, I guess I'll take out my laser pistol and take a shot. See what happens.
Okay. Ben climbs out of the car, coughing into the dust. But you can see their buggy farther away.
Does it look like they're still driving away, or are they starting to stop now?
They're turning around. They're coming back at you. At about this point, because they're not being as crazy as Dean, they're taking their turn a little bit more slowly. And you've got eyes on. One is driver's side with all the armoring. Two is passenger side.
I'll go for passenger side.
The dice agrees with you.
Okay. And then do I have a -2 penalty to that?
You do have a -2 because they're still moving.
And then
We can all see the human turret if we wanted to.
You can all see this human turret too. And you can fire at the shotgun driver or shotgun rider, the human turret, or the vehicle itself.
I'll shoot at the human turret.
Okay. I think that was a skill check.
Yeah, you need to click the weapon.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I forgot to add that weapon to my inventory. Is that a small advanced weapon? The laser?
No, it's laser pistol.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit and you'll see ranged weapons. It'll add it for you.
Cool. How do I shoot it?
Turn off pencil mode, and then click it.
-2. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Ooh,
Well, hot diggity.
Holy crap.
it's only 1 damage.
It is only 1 damage. That is still going to hit. That gives the human turret a bit of a scare. Okay, turret down 1 hit point. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick morale check with them. You guys have hit 2 of them. Not one fairly seriously, and 1 not so much. I am giving them a bonus. Nope. That bonus kept them around. They really want your car. Rafe, your grav car has stopped, and
Yeah.
they are quickly coming back at you.
So I'm gonna crawl out through the window. Also do the thing where I sit in the windowsill and then like set the rifle on the roof of the car to aim at them.
Okay.
And I will also shoot at the human turret who doesn't. They don't get any like extra cover because they're in the roll cage, right?
Right. He's got no cover.
So just the -2 because they're in a moving vehicle.
That's it.
Okay, here we go. I got the modifier this time. Oh, damn you, dice.
Oh no.
Nope, no good.
Would have been a good roll.
Would have been a fantastic damage roll.
Mm-hmm. That one was never gonna hit anything though.
Nope. All right. The streamers are coming around again, and let me think on how they're proceeding. You guys have stopped your vehicle, and several of you have gotten out. They're gonna try and strafing you. Let's see. They're coming at you passenger side. So let's go ahead and get a shot from the driver. Firing out the passenger window. I didn't actually declare his target, but that's not going to hit anybody, so it didn't matter.
It's a warning shot.
As a warning shot. Shotgun, because she has such a short window of opportunity for this attack, I'm going to actually give her a -1 to attack. And I've got Ben and Rafe outside the vehicle. Ben is actually on the side of the vehicle that they're coming back at, right? Yep, they're over here. As they're driving past, she shouts, "Just run! I want your car!" Oops, meant to add another -1. Didn't need it. That barely misses Ben, I think. What kind of armor did he have?
I have woven body
Oh,
armor.
that massively misses Ben. Pellets bounce off your vehicle, but because the shot wasn't mechanically aimed at the vehicle, it doesn't do any vehicle damage to it. And a human turret. Also taking a shot at Ben. Such is
Praise
my
the low
curse.
rolls.
I when I'm DMing combat, I roll low. I don't really want to kill you guys, but I would like to roll higher. Alright, we have come all the way back around to Johnny Morong.
Once they get done driving by us, which side of the car are they on? The front or the back?
We can abstract the round a little bit, letting Johnny take a shot when it's reasonable for him to, instead of just at the end of the initiative order, they've already driven past and he didn't do anything. But when they do finish driving past, there's still going to be passenger side with Grace hanging out the window, and the human turret still has no cover.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go continue shooting at the guy with the shotgun then.
Okay.
What are for modifiers at this point? If I get out and kind of use the door for cover.
You'll still the only modifier you'll have is the -2 from them being in a moving vehicle. That is going to hit. That's against the girl that's hanging out the window with a shotgun.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to describe that shot? It takes her down.
So as the car is flying by and she's yelling about how we should just get out and run away, Johnny is pretty obviously taking a beat on her, just sort of tracking her with his pistol as they go. And just as they go flying by, he hits her right in the back of the head while she's exposed for a minute, which probably sends the shotgun falling right out of the vehicle.
It does. It clatters. It goes off once, firing pellets into the air. It's a good thing this is a desolate wasteland, otherwise somebody would be having a bad day later on. Maybe.
Thing is, I want that scattergun, dear.
Alright. Johnny has gained 375 bounty. After a few seconds, in the next round, it'll show up on his stream. Han.
I think I'll take a pot shot at the human turret. Burst, yes, -2. Dice hate me today.
I feel your pain. I do. That is not going to hit or threaten him. Alright. Dean.
Dean's following Stu. He wants to pop right out of the car and take a shot at the driver of the car as it goes by.
Okay.
He's had enough of this whole ordeal.
Okay, roll it.
-2 modifier.
-2.
I will use my warrior ability to make that hit.
Alright. And you said you were firing at the driver?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's give me one moment.
Does the warrior ability have a name? Or is it just called like the warrior ability?
I don't know.
It's pretty much just
Yeah.
warrior ability.
It's not called like extreme focus or something.
I didn't mean to do that, my bad.
That's okay. Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright. It was a laser rifle, right? Laser rifle or laser pistol? Laser pistol.
I used a laser pistol there, yeah.
Crack shooting by Dean puts a streak of searing laser right past the driver's ear and clipping into his neck. He is unable to maintain control of the vehicle as he dies, nor is the human turret able to safely roll away from the buggy as it crumples and topples over.
Oh, fun.
Dean gets the first multi-kill.
Oh, you were gonna get so many views for that.
Oh, it doesn't kill him though.
Damn.
Bad boy.
He gets caught as he's trying to leap off the buggy, and it rips him around. He is definitely broken several bones in his leg, but the new flexibility afforded to him by his broken bones in his leg finally disentangles him, and he kind of ragdolls up into the air as the buggy continues to flip and tumble past. Flops down unceremoniously. That dude looks like he's dead. He looks like he should be dead. And off in the distance, he's about 120 meters away right now. You see him slowly pushing himself up on one arm.
Dang, Chef Dean. Remind me not to get you mad.
Crack shot with the pistol.
Let's see.
Poggers, dude.
Dean did get the bounty for Hammer 66768, whopping 4,895. And all 5 of your streams are, well, they're hitting pretty good subscriber numbers, or not subscriber, viewer numbers right now.
Oh, cool. We're trending.
Probably not
You're
mine,
trending right now.
I was hoping that'd be. I say to the stream, I was hoping that'd be Cracklin' Joe.
Yeah, the chat is too fast to follow, especially on a tiny little screen there.
Like, Dean, plug your book. Plug your book.
Oh shit! Yeah, everyone buy the Mean Dean 100 delicious cooking and cake recipes you can cook with your kids. It's on Amazon.
This plan make no sense.
Benjamin.
So just the driver is alive?
Just the turret guy, the guy that should have been the absolute easiest to kill, is still alive.
I'll just take a shot, I guess, and then cower to the other side of the vehicle.
Okay. What weapon are you using? What's the range of your weapon more specifically?
It's the same laser pistol, so
Okay.
it says 100, 300.
Yeah. He is 120 meters away, so this is still at a -2, but
Okay.
you're probably used to that by now.
Is he also prone?
No, he's getting up, so not prone.
Okay.
Crazy as this sounds, that does hit. He's only got war paint, but he is still getting up.
It's a freaking tank. I've been shot twice and thrown out of a vehicle.
The laser.
Part where
This
he
dude
rips
is
the engine out and says, "Ah!"
this dude is clearly going to die. This blast has scoured across his the side of his stomach, not side, but
Be like,
his side, right near the stomach. He's going to die.
say, okay, Han, finish him off, and then I'm gonna go to the other side of the.
He's picking up his pistol and not even trying to get up anymore. He's just sitting up, aiming it towards you. Rafe.
Yeah, I'll just kind of. Again, I'm still kind of sitting on the window of the car, using the roof as my stabilizing mechanism for my rifle, and he's just gonna aim down and try to seal the deal. And laser rifle has the 300 meter preferred range, so no penalty.
No penalty.
There we go.
Nice.
He falls flat back. He appears to finally be dead. Do you want to pick out how that kills him?
Just it's a burst fire, right? So it's a one shot through him, and then another lays through his center mass, and then just kind of as I shoulder the rifle, and it's got a little bit of steam coming off the barrel. I'm like, always remember to double tap.
All right. Rafe picks up a 1,185 bounty.
I don't like speaking to like the stream. I'm like, check out my show next month at the Darkstar or whatever. You know, I don't know, some venue.
We're such a bunch of shills.
Like that means what you think it means. So if there's nothing else pressing, Johnny is going to head toward the buggy to scavenge the shotgun and any ammo he can find. The revolver too, if he can get it.
Yeah, you can grab both of those, as well as the laser pistol.
No, laser pistols are sissy guns. What would I want with those?
Right.
You could dual wield.
Revolver is a real gun, so I can use the sissy laser pistol they already gave me in the one hand and the revolver in the other.
Yeah. If someone else wants to dual wield, you can. -1 to hit, +2 to damage.
Yeah, Dean grabs the other pistol, the available one.
I guess I grabbed the shotgun since no one seems to be interested in it.
No, that was the first thing Johnny wanted to pick up. He just wants the revolver too. That's fine. Johnny wants the shotgun more for what it's worth.
All right, you guys work out where these weapons are going.
I don't want one. Unless one of them had a sword.
No swords among them.
And the
Yeah,
buggy's destroyed, right?
Yeah, the buggy is wrecked.
So the important thing is the shotgun should be out of bullets, unless we can find some more for it.
Well, the driver with his revolver only fired 2 shots. I
At
think.
least 4, unless they've got spare bullets.
However, they did have extra ammo on them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna
we'll
say-
go look through and find it.
Yeah.
They only
Anything else
travel with
useful?
one clip.
If there's anything else useful we find in the wreckage, we'll take some time to look.
What time is it? Did the venue expect us to be there at a certain time?
No, you guys were sent off with enough time to get there 4 hours before any performers will start arriving.
Okay.
It's not early morning, but it's about 8, 9 in the morning when you left. And so you're
They're scavenging the buggy. I roll up all the windows.
okay. You guys are just about 9:30 right now.
I think I yell at them to get a move on if there's nothing else to quickly grab.
Yeah, Dean honks the horn.
I'll come back with the guns. It's fine.
All right.
Do we happen to find anything else of use in their vehicle?
You could certainly salvage it for some spare parts. If anybody has fix, you could do that with just a little 5-minute scavenge for 1 or 2, or of course you could spend a couple hours and salvage the whole thing.
We don't have time for that.
Nope.
Okay.
Does anybody else want the revolver?
Does anybody else what?
Want the revolver?
Sounds like you've got the revolver.
Okay. And whoever else wanted the shotgun can take it. That's fine.
I'll take the shotgun then.
The only other thing in the vehicle is a data pad, and it looks like it was just tuned in to their team feed, team stream.
Do we have a team stream?
Mercury did not set up a team stream for you guys.
Can we set one up?
Someone should plug their stream for sure on their stream.
Well,
Rafe will do it like, just hop on over to Rafe's Slays. We'll be continuing the stream there. I'm gonna be shutting off their stream now. Be sure to spam your emotes when you arrive. Subscribe, like and follow so you know when I'm live. Cool. And then I'll like smash their pad with my foot or whatever.
All right, and if anybody has program, setting up a team stream is something else you could do with just a few minutes of work. Or if you don't have program, you could try and work your way through the little questions and all the little setup over the course of however long it takes you.
I mean, we're still like an hour and change out probably.
Mm-hmm.
I've resigned myself to the middle seat, so I'll give it a shot while we're driving.
Okay, all right. And did you decide to go for a quick salvage or just leave the buggy as it is?
I think
If
we're leaving
something
it as is.
If something can be quick,
I
then
don't
that's
think
fair.
we don't have any fixers here, do we?
Nope, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it would take at least fix 0 to try and get anything out of it real quick. And as for ammunition, you find another 2 boxes of rounds, so another 40 ammo.
Okay, I claim one of the boxes.
Okay. With ammo claimed, data slab broken, and promotions spoken, you guys all head back to your vehicle and make your way.
Yeah.
And Ben is going to try and hook you guys up with a team stream. Have you guys already decided on a name?
Oh.
Technically, the question is, has Ben decided on a name? Because
The team stream is just gonna be named the title of Dean's book.
oh no!
Let me paste the name of the book in chat.
Is that
such a long name?
Oh my god! You could not anagram. The other one with it, acronym it.
No, I think the team stream should just be 100 delicious cookie and cake recipes. Leave the rest.
Oh no!
I think you get a very stern look out of Han.
All right. Well,
Market your own shit on your own place.
the best part is that it's not even Dean that's marketing this; it's Ben.
Or yeah, Ben.
All right, Ben, go ahead and give me an int program roll.
I have to assume anybody tuning in is going to be really confused for a minute, but maybe they'll keep watching.
Oof. Not great.
Not great at all. And are you an expert? Would you even want to use an expert reroll on this?
I'm not an expert, no.
Okay. All right. Ben is finding the sign up process to register a team to be quite frustrating. It doesn't help that your service keeps fading out, and anything that you had typed in at that point, you have to re-enter. You're still trying to get that set up when you see the venue rising up in the distance ahead of you.
It's cool. We can just link each other's streams in our bios.
Oh, good idea.
Or what?
Ben very much does not care about his own stream, so he's just looking for something to do in the car.
Johnny still hasn't totally even assimilated the concept.
Boneyard Arena is a large actual arena. There's a demolition derby style grounds surrounded by 3 separate stages, which are all protected from the demolition derby, as it will most likely have weapons fire coming from it, by thick walls of both actual ballistic shielding material as well as the refractive plexiglass. Your destination is stage 3, which is the outermost stage, about 150 meters from the secondary, and is just opposite, well, not just opposite, is opposite the 800-meter arena from the primary stage. As you're driving around... Oh, there's been no music this entire time. Whoopsies. Well, this'll fix that.
Considering what we were just doing mere moments ago, does not seem to like the most
Very jovial.
proper music for death, murder, and road rage.
But it's happy violence.
That's what ego's all about.
Alright. It is kind of loud though. I'll turn that down.
I think I'll go ahead and take the lead, if that's cool with everyone.
Sure.
Okay. So there were 2 specific rooms we were supposed to check. It was the dressing room and what was the other one?
I would assume the stage? Or the green room? I suppose the green room is the dressing room. I don't know.
When they said assess and report the safety of the stage, I think one of you got that clarified as basically being the whole grounds that the performers are going to use.
Okay. And we're expecting to run into like stagehands or something as well.
You are. Give me a second to put your pogs back out with the correct names. Damn it. Well, that's annoying. Because I set them the other way. Alright. I'm going to leave them like that for just a moment. Although, actually, we're right at... Oh, you guys can change them. Awesome.
Yeah.
Change your own token names, please.
There's 2 of me.
Oh. I'm going to delete the one that you're not moving around. As you approach, you park the grab car and walk up towards the stage. There's parking over on this side, so you guys would be coming from this direction. The stage is empty. There's nobody here. You see that there's I actually named it Crysteel up in front here on the stage, which is the transparent glass that refracts light. These curtains, these red lines are just curtains, and they are drawn.
Oh, okay. So this is just the stage, not the whole arena.
This just the
makes
stage, not the
sense.
whole arena. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what I'm seeing. I see now.
Yeah.
In
the
the
arena is 800 meters plus behind it in this direction.
Sure.
How high is this stage?
This stage is about 2 meters high. Actually, more like 1.25 meters. Sorry.
in the military, Dean was a sniper, so he's checking out. He like kind of stands on the stage and he's looking at like where he would be if he was trying to shoot someone who was on the stage. So if there's spots like up in the, I forget what it's called, like, but the metal bars that are always on top of stages where you hang lights from. Scaffolding, like up in the scaffolding, or if there's nooks and crannies, like that's where he's going to check out first.
When we get to the stage from this side, like onto it, If there's the laser-proof glass in front of it, Chris?
There's not. One feature that I forgot to include on the map is there is a gate over on this side that has a short set of stairs going up here. You guys have a copy of this map, and the layout is as follows. You've got the stage, you've got backstage, an actual room for it, performers, actual dressing rooms, and dressing booths with desks and mirrors for performers that don't get a room. All of this blue stuff over here is all wardrobe stuff, and all the brown stuff on the other side is all props stuff. Security office is here, and that's where you were told to check in. Now,
Okay.
before we continue, it's been almost 2 hours since we began. Would you guys like to take a quick 15-minute break? Or do you just want to push all the way through?
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Someone wants to take a break, but I'm good.
I need 5 seconds.
I think we can afford 5 seconds.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Dean is pacing.
Johnny's gonna look around see if he sees anybody just sort of hanging around out here.
He sees nobody.
Rafe is like, like grabbing like the microphone and kind of like, just mimicking, using like, yeah, no, it looks like it's set up right, it's good, yeah. And just like testing all the equipment or whatever.
Who was it that said 5 seconds, and are they back yet?
That was me, yeah.
Okay, so Dean, you were looking at the scaffolding for the lights and everything, and yeah, if somebody wanted to perch up there, they would have easy and clear shots at anybody performing on the stage.
Okay. Is there a way I can get up to the scaffolding?
Not without being a really good climber or jumper, at least from this side.
From which side? What do you mean?
From the stage here. The scaffolding doesn't go extend past the stage. It is just on this side of the stage. Basically, someone would need to have already gained access to the stage to be able to get up to them. And then they would most likely need a rope or a ladder of some sort to climb up to the scaffolding.
Okay, I'm not too immediately concerned with that then.
We should check in with the security office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yep.
Okay.
I will knock.
Yeah, this door opens right up, and when you come in, you see 2 men appear to be playing cards on this box of clothes that has a board over it, using it as a table.
I clear my throat. We were told to check in here.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Come on over. We'll deal you in for some poker. This Go Fish is bugging me.
Well, I think I'll look back at the guys like, what the fuck? I think we actually have a job to do. We kind of need to take a look around the venue.
Sure. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what. I'll be in next round.
All right.
I think Han just muttering under his breath about incompetence.
Yeah. I would too if I wasn't so close to them. Well,
fucking security guards. I mean, like, you have a fucking job to do.
Johnny, you're a performer, right? Why don't you take us through, how you would go through a performance from, like, hair and makeup to actually performing?
think you mean Wraith.
Oh, Rafe. Sorry.
Probably an easy mistake
yeah.
to make.
Is that in
So,
character? Were you talking to the wrong person?
No.
Oh yeah, like first up, like, hey, what's up, Kimosabis? And he's gonna like say hi to the security dudes, do like the handshake, like where it's like your elbows bent and like your hands, not like the formal handshake, but like like the bent elbow, like you know what I'm talking about, like I don't know where. Draw this. Gotta draw. There, like where both people do that. Like, the angle. I'm
Okay.
using a mouse here,
More like
like that kind of handshake. Like, yo, what's up, bro?
more like a bro shake.
Bro shake, yeah.
And the hands don't
Not-
really come together like a shake. They come together like a clasp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite, Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator, dealer, you son of a bitch, but kind of just like, yeah, what's up? And then yeah, he'll
You
just
pull
like,
them in for the back pound, or are you not close?
no,
enough?
they're sitting down. If they were standing, probably I would pull them in for the back pound, yeah. And then like, yeah, he's just kind of like nodding his head, as he walks around and just kind of like checks out the place, like, yeah, cool. What is this area here in the center, kind of thing?
That is the actual backstage area for backstage pass type deal.
Sure. It's called a green room.
Oh, is it?
Where they hang out and like basically smoke weed until the show starts.
That would explain why on various blueprints I saw there was a room called the green room.
Yeah. That's basically where they hang out and not be seen except, until showtime.
Okay.
They'd be like, yeah, so like pretty much this is where we just hang out until like it's time, like chill with your friends, the
How many people would you say are back here usually?
depends. Like at a venue like this, maybe 10, sometimes less. It just depends, like how big your crew is, like how many people you put on the guest list,
How big is your crew?
Oh,
I reckon we're looking at it.
depends where we're playing, like in my hometown, like like maybe 10, 20, when I'm on tour, maybe none, but
Right.
Anyway, where's the mini fridge in here? We should definitely make sure that that's like stocked.
Yeah, it
We
looks
don't
like
care
we
about
go-
stalking. We care about someone hiding or setting something up.
Right, yeah.
so. It looks like this is a little slightly raised stage, and it does have mini fridge options at the raised floor part of it, but they're too small for somebody to fit in.
Well, that's good, I suppose, from a security standpoint.
Johnny
wonder
will
you-
go ahead and peek in the little private makeup stand room here.
Rafe will help himself to a beverage of whatever's in there. Just
This is actually
that's cool.
bathrooms here, and
All the stalls.
yeah, those are all stalls, and this is actually the security room itself.
Oh, okay. Dean goes into the security room then.
Okay. It actually has a decent amount of surveillance equipment and screens.
Okay. Yeah, can I kind of go through the surveillance equipment that they have? Like, is it all working? Does it look, like well placed for the cameras and the sensors that they have, that kind of stuff?
You can. It'll take you some time, but
Sure.
what skill do you think you would use for that kind of knowledge?
Well, I could make the argument that my character's trained in sneaking around. So, from the perspective of someone who is sneaking around, making sure that kind of those areas would be covered.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Don't make the check yet.
Sure.
We'll get that later.
I want to sort of like look under the vanities and stuff in here, and the table and stuff, and just see if there's anything weird under the desks.
You find some gum. You find some stains, but there doesn't appear to be anything more unusual than that, and one might even argue that that's not really unusual.
Dressing rooms?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Spend some time inspecting the dressing rooms. At this point, I'm gonna have you guys kind of split off. Put your characters where you're most interested in inspecting, and we'll.
What, just at all?
Well, in general, I'll allow a little bit more inspections after that. I just want to get everybody in positions.
Yeah, Johnny's going to explain to the guys playing cards that he needs to take a look in the crate they're playing on.
Okay. All right, let's.
I think Hans just going through room by room.
Okay.
Just to make sure no one's hiding or doing some stupid shit, essentially.
Okay. I'm gonna start with Johnny over there with the two dudes. They say sure, fine, and pull the cards off the board that they're using. Lift the board up. It's just got some clothes in it.
I rifle through those for a minute and just, make sure.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a notice check.
Okay. Which stat?
Wisdom. Alright. I'm gonna move over to Ben here. Ben, what is or Topher, what is Ben looking for over here?
Could I actually, is there an entrance to underneath the stage?
You can look around for one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Same question I asked Dean. What relevant skill do you think supports him trying to find a non-obvious entrance to under the stage?
I would go for notice.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. That would be a wisdom again.
Damn.
Rafe over here with the props.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking through the area, seeing what's here. I guess, making sure that all of it makes sense in terms of, being related to the show, no, like hidden weapons caches or anything.
It's all kind of haphazard and looks like it's been here for multiple shows. Some things look like they're new and were brought here just for the show. Nothing stands out as being specifically constructed to be able to hide anything or be able to be used as a weapon. It's all flimsy stage prop.
Okay. I'm just kind of also just listening in case, I know Han's checking the dressing rooms, so if anything happens to him and needs any backup, I'm here, ready.
Okay. And Han.
Just looking through the area.
What do you think Han's looking for in those dressing rooms? Is he just looking for people?
Mostly people, but also general hiding places.
Okay.
Just in case we need to throw someone in a hiding, split moment notice where to go and find a good spot.
So he's looking not for places where people specifically are hiding right now, but places where you could hide someone.
Yes, I'm kind of doing both as I'm going over the rooms.
Okay. That to me is another sneak check. Unless
Yes,
you
it's
want to.
absolutely something I have.
Okay, great. Go ahead and.
No mod Probably wisdom.
I would take wisdom or intelligence.
Both the same, so it doesn't matter. Dice hate me.
Man,
Dice hate me. Ah.
oops.
The dice just are not favorable to me at all.
Not today, they're not. Alright, and let's get back to Dean with his inspection of the security footage and cameras. Go ahead and give me that sneak int check.
Sure.
Okay.
Pretty good.
The only thing that really seems to be missing, or that seems to be problematic, is that there's not a whole lot of coverage of this back door over here.
Okay.
Technically, that leads outside, and the arena is farther off this way. The stage 3 here is a little bit detached. Someone could just walk right around to that back door.
Okay.
Johnny,
Oh yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, are we at the point like, could I go to that back door?
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself over there. I'm gonna describe to Johnny. While he didn't see anything in that crate of clothing, as he's sitting down here or standing around here, digging through and then looking around and spending some time with the guys here, he's got good eyes and notices that. Hang on. Okay. A number of these clothes horses, clothes racks, are of fairly shoddy construction. You've got some that are even wood and have some nails that have just been hammered into a bent position, technically putting them out of the way, but they're still pretty unsafe. That, once he's seen that, that is prevalent throughout this entire wardrobe area. And as Han has been going through these rooms, some of the doors are misaligned and don't actually close properly. Dean, with the most egregious door, is right over here. It's just okay. It's just flat out not locking. Without even turning the handle, you jimmy the door enough and it opens. There is a lock on it and you can lock it, but you can open the door while it is closed and locked.
Okay.
Ben, you notice that there's a bit of a creak in sections of the stage, but there doesn't appear to be anything that's hidden under it or any way to get under the stage. Rafe, the props look fine.
I would like to find something that I could use as kind of a platform that I could stand on that would support the weight of myself or another person that is mobile.
Okay.
Something, equivalent to like a pallet or something.
Yeah, that should be easy enough to find in a props room.
Cool. Carrying that under my arm
Alright.
as I kind of come over and see what everyone's up to over here.
Is there Is there any way it looks like I could? Well, first of all, does it seem like is this door used by people who are actually like coming and going through the venue? Like, is it used as the entrance to the backstage?
It would most likely be used by performers coming into the venue. In fact, your people will probably come in that way.
Okay. Is there anything it looks like I could kind of do that would obviously like reset the door?
Yeah.
So that it'll lock properly?
It could be fixed if you have any parts that you could use to fix it. It could also just be jammed so that it can't be opened at all.
Right. I'm
could
tempted
build
just to
like
jam it.
We could use some of these other excess props to just kind of like build a barricade, just like barricade it up after the group's here.
Yeah, are we?
Johnny-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Johnny's
you guys.
just kind of cozy up to the stagehand at this point and see if he can figure out, did they build this place lately? Have they been working here long? That kind of thing.
Okay.
He'll play cards.
I'm sorry. What was the last part?
He'll sit around and play cards with him for a bit, even.
Okay. They deal him in for some poker, and so what was the question? The information he was trying to get out of them?
Have they worked here long? Did they build the stage? What generally goes on around here? You know, just stuff about this particular stage and the environment in general here.
So they're pretty blasé. They're more interested in the poker, but humoring his questions and his attempts at conversation through questioning. They have been at this arena for quite a while, and they say that it's one of the more dangerous arenas. They generally just kind of make sure that there's no holes in walls, and then get out well before the performances come around.
Basically, if this place was to say get trashed because there was some kind of shooting war, you guys could come in and what, fix it up as quick as you could?
Well, yeah.
I'd hate to be the cleaning crew around here.
The one that introduced himself as Joey says, it's only been bloody a couple of times.
I go ahead and point at the racks. So basically, you just got these done quick as you could?
Oh, we didn't build those.
Oh, no?
What are you looking at?
Well, look here. And I point at the, stick out nails and so forth.
The one that introduced himself as Joe Jujo waves his hand. Dancers, the singers, and all them, they know to not get stuck on a nail.
Well, yeah, sure. Basically, any grown person ought to know better, but that's not really my point, right? You'd think you could do better than this around here. It's a popular venue, ain't it?
They both look at each other. They do not appear to be pleased.
They moved these in lately? These new, or they been here?
They've been here. Look, nobody hurts themselves on that. What is it, just a nail?
Oh, no, I know. Any reasonable adult would be paying attention to where they put their ridiculous stage costume or whatnot, I'm sure. But I hear one time Lon Irons got hurt in some kind of spotlight falling down accident. You know Lon Irons, right? I point at my jacket.
Yeah.
And if that can happen to him, it can happen to anybody.
Psh. If it happens here, then I mean, what's the matter?
Probably nothing. Depends, though. Basically, you got to understand, you probably do understand, the people who hired us are real concerned about everything going off with no hitches.
Yeah. Look, the stage is fine. The nails, the wardrobe, it's all fine. You won't have any problems.
Well, you know, if I was a betting man, I'd take that bet. I admit. All right, deal me another.
They seem a little bit more reluctant, but do deal Johnny back in.
I'd be able to, like, without being too obvious, look at them through the scope and see if they have bounties.
Yeah, there's plenty of cover around here that would make that fairly easy.
I'd like to try that.
One moment. Neither of them are bounties. They both have a small worth.
Okay.
And you guys may freely mingle and talk about the various issues you've identified here.
Yeah, I'll meet back up with Rafe, and I'll tell him, hey Rafe, the only thing I found is this shitty back door.
Did you want to, you were looking up at the scaffolding out on the stage earlier. Did you want to go, like, take a closer look at that?
Yeah, actually, I would like to. It's pretty easy to shoot someone from there.
Cool,
No,
cool.
I think I'd pop out of one of the changing rooms. Say I can get up there pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I could help get you up there, and I just kind of hold up this board.
I walk over, look up, snap my fingers, and I'm up. There's no void where I was previously standing.
And I'll hold out the platform, or I'll just set it on the ground and, like, motion for Dean to stand on that little platform that I've been carrying with me. Just go ahead. Step on there.
Okay.
Han, I missed what you said you were doing. I caught the last end, something about a void where you were previously standing.
I said I could get up there quickly, walk underneath, look up, snap my fingers, and I'm gone.
Oh,
As I spend for a scene for a teleport up there.
yes.
And I will spend for a scene to use telekinesis to lift the platform and lift Dean up there as well.
I did not expect that at all. Dean does his best to maintain a neutral expression, but yeah. Okay.
Kind of holding out my hand and magnetoing you up there.
Yeah. Once I mean, Dean's pretty strong, so once I get up close to the scaffolding, I kind of grab on and pull myself onto it.
Okay.
Stand up there.
You're both able to stand on the scaffolding. It's built pretty sturdy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm checking out to see if they've got any pre-planned like devices, or if there seems like something that could fall on people, and then also, we're looking for people too, of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's no people up here. That much is very easy, unless they're invisible. As for things that are engineered or rigged to fall, that's going to require a sneak, fix, or a notice check.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the notice check. Just looking around, seeing what...
I can help with that.
Okay.
Okay.
How would you help?
Just going around and double checking sort of stuff.
Okay. I'll
Pointing
allow
out anything that he overlooked, and likewise the same, I guess.
Okay. I would certainly allow you to roll an aid check using one of the regular skills, but I'll say that it kind of defeats the purpose, because the aid check, or the aiding a skill check, lets you roll a skill that wouldn't normally get you anything to give a +1 to a skill that would, at the same difficulty. If you roll Notice to aid him and you succeed to aid him, you could have just succeeded on the skill itself. So I'm only saying that to encourage instead some other skill use that could reasonably give him a +1 that wouldn't just get you the same information.
Could they just both be allowed to roll notice to represent separate efforts?
I
case?
generally don't do that.
Okay.
Typically, whichever one has the best score among them will roll the primary, and anyone else can do something else to assist.
Well, then I'll roll no.
Okay.
I guess that's more of intelligence.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Okay. Yeah, Han is able to if wait, hang on. I saw Han roll twice.
That's weird. I had canceled that roll.
Huh. Okay.
For the record, at some point, I wouldn't mind making a connect roll to try to get a sense of these guys.
Okay.
Not right now.
Sounds good. All right, so Hans was the no int, and we're getting a sneak, notice or fix from Dean.
And then intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence is good.
Oh,
That's rough.
double nat 1.
You hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
Well, Han is able to point out, or not necessarily point out, but Dean's going through and noticing things that look like they might be rigged. But Han, with at least a little bit of stage knowledge there, experience with this world, says, points out that that's just set to swing the lights, and points at a catch later on the scaffolding that prevents it from going too low and bashing somebody's head across the stage. A few more instances like that where something does look fishy to Dean, but turns out it has a legitimate use, and between Han and Rafe, they can both kind of demonstrate that, yeah, this is not actually a risk for them. There doesn't appear to be anything untoward about the scaffolding.
All right. Once we've kind of given it a very thorough look over, once Dean and Han are kind of have exhausted the search space up there, I'm gonna head back towards that floating pallet that Rafe's got hovering there.
Okay.
I find a convenient rope and just slide down it instead, rather than burning more psychic energy.
Okay.
Oh, if that'll actually use psychic energy, then
No, I mean I'm you're good. I got
okay.
you.
Okay, yeah. Dean just gets back onto it.
Wow, that's
Yep.
that's
Calls back down to Rafe. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'll lower you down,
Cool.
and then when you hop off, it just kind of floats over to me, and then just kind of whoop sits next to me.
Okay.
Okay. One thing that starts to stand out to you guys as you're spending more time in this area is that the plexiglass over here, the Chris glass, call it the crysteel, the crysteel over here that is supposed to give viewers a clear view of performers while still refracting laser. It's actually showing some signs of stress. You can see points in it where it's not being all that good at being transparent. It is actually making it difficult to see through, and it's seen better days.
Okay. I'll walk up to it and do kind of like a walk kind of up and down the whole like length of the transparent steel. And are there any places where it's broken? I mean, obviously it's kind of shitty, but is there any places where it seems like non-functional? Okay.
No places where it's outright broken.
Can I give it a shake with my hand, like push it, or see if it just comes off? It should be pretty sturdy stuff, right? So
yeah, you can
I'm gonna give it a good shove.
You can give it a little bit of an inspection, shake it, peer at it. This is a fairly, well, not easy, but this is a shoot, punch, or fix check.
Okay. Well, shoot's my best skill. I'll give it a shoot check.
It appears to be brittle from heat scarring, and Dean assesses from just knowing bullets that this does risk shattering if hit with a strong impact.
Okay. I tell that to Rafe and Han. Do you think there's a way that this gets replaced before the show? It's only in a few hours. It doesn't seem feasible.
We could ask those guys that were here if they have any in stock here that could replace it. But
yeah, I know there's another stage. Potentially we could go steal the transparent steel from the other stage.
I mean, this is all like one giant sheet that like covers
Right.
the whole stage area, right? I imagine that.
No,
Or is
it
it in,
actually
like,
is
segments, or?
joined in sections.
Whoa, or would it be possible to take some like off the top and like move it down? Like, how high up does the wall of transparent steel go vertically? Does it go? If it goes like 20 feet, maybe we could take 5 feet off the top and move it down and create a secondary layer or something.
Or just
No, when I say sheets, it's a solid sheet between two, like it's a chain link fence. It's the chain links between the posts, but that section between those posts is a solid sheet.
Okay. Could we potentially flip the sheet on its head?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Because the part up top's probably a lot less damaged than the part closer to the ground.
You might be able to do that. You get it wedged in there between the posts. Yeah.
Yeah. So could we do that and try for each of the sections, kind of just go through them and take out the section, flip it around, and kind of hoist it back up with the less damaged portion now closer to the ground?
Sure.
I assume that
The
we'd
sheets
want, like, all three of us.
are heavy.
How heavy?
Well, they're not too heavy for your telekinesis. However, do you have the free use telekinesis technique?
No.
Okay.
So I'm limited by the scene.
Okay.
But that said, if I let go of my armor, concentrating on my armor, I could have. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong thing to do. There we go. I could have 3 points available, so I could move. There was only 2 that were damaged, right? 2 sections that were damaged, so I could do 1.
No,
point for each
as Dean has pointed this out, and you guys are taking closer looks at it, you can all see the heat scarring across multiple sections.
How many?
Multiple. All right.
Oh.
I will.
More than 3.
No, let me
Which
be
is
fair
what I
about
have.
this, and I will roll this. More than 3.
could get 3 of them now, and then
Yeah, I was
maybe later I could do another one.
I was also gonna say since the telekinesis is use per scene, the number of sheets doesn't really impede you. It just makes it take longer for you guys if you use the telekinesis.
Sure.
And the telekinesis will make this a lot easier. You could do it without the telekinesis, but the telekinesis will definitely make this easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a matter of taking a little bit longer to kind of guarantee that, we don't screw it up and break a sheet, I think that's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's put the 3 of you out here doing that work. It'll take you, it's going to take you about 30 to 45 minutes anyways. So again, your effort is going to slowly replenish over that time. Do you want a fix roll from whichever of you has the highest fix int?
I'm at -1 for me.
Yeah, -1.
Yeah,
And you
I'm
can-
-1 on that.
Does anybody have
Well, if
any
you're-
bonus?
No, I'm at 0.
I mean, if you're asking for strength, I got good strength for all the heavy lifting. But
Telekinesis is taking care of that.
yeah,
It is, yeah. In fact, the telekinesis is giving you a +1 to this roll. You're already getting an aid on it.
Well, if we're all equal, then I'll just give it a go.
I mean, should this just be a telekinesis skill check?
No, the fix is getting it back in place. The telekinesis is doing all the heavy lifting. The
Okay.
fix is securing it.
And that's without. You said there's a +1 to that.
That is a +1.
Okay, so then that's actually an 8.
Okay. Everything looks good. Let's go over to Johnny real quick here. Johnny and Benjamin, you guys are both in there with the stagehands. Is Benjamin doing anything in particular?
So I was gonna help Johnny with his connect roll.
Okay.
By just like shooting the shit, hopefully using talk, I think.
Okay. Talk is a skill that would not work for what Johnny's trying to do, so you certainly can use it as an aid.
We
So it'll be charisma. Okay. Johnny, that gives you a +1 bonus to your connect check.
Connect charisma, I assume.
You can use charisma unless you want to justify a different ability score for that.
I do not.
Okay.
Strength.
Arm wrestle me.
Connect dexterity. I'm going to stitch them together.
Okay. You're getting a bit of a sense of them. Was there anything that he was trying to angle his connecting towards?
The basic question is, are these guys trustworthy, right? Because I believe their story more or less, and it doesn't seem like we have any circumstantial reason to distrust them, but it's 2 guys sitting around waiting for people they don't even know. They didn't check our credentials. They don't seem to care.
The sense that he gets from them is that they're lazy.
I mean, I was pretty sure of it, but, we're here.
And that laziness, more than just being lazy, I don't want to do work. It is informing some of what they're telling you.
Well, the main thing they seem to be worried about is not getting told to fix this by anybody.
That is definitely a sense that Johnny gets. Yes.
I had that sense before the roll, but it's good to confirm. Hey Ben, where's everybody else at?
Who else? The performers aren't due here for 2 more hours? 3 hours? I don't know.
Nah, the other guy's coming with us.
Wait, you said the other guys that what?
They came in with us.
Joey looks around. I think they went around to the dressing rooms. He's pointing off in
Alright.
this direction.
Pull up, play one without me. I'm going to go check in with them.
All right. Looks over at Ben. You want to sit in?
Yeah, sure.
Like a minute wandering around looking for the others.
Okay.
It's gonna try to like build a rapport with them in case I need to convince them to do actual work at some point.
Yeah, when Johnny finally catches up to everybody else, his report is, I don't think I can get a work out of them boys with a bullwhip.
Great.
How much other broken stuff you find?
Well, this shielding is kind of crap. We flipped that around to try and maximize what we can use out of it. Everything here is essentially put together with spit and brass tacks at this point.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
got
thinking-
some real character.
Thinking glue and staples myself, but yeah.
That's giving them too much credit, right?
Maybe. You want to see if we can motivate them boys to do some fixing up? They got 2 hours. They can probably take care of the worst of it. I'm sorry.
One of
Is
us
the stage
making the creek.
there's 4 of us on it?
You've heard it off and on as you've been moving back and forth to work on the crystal. As Han has come out and is talking to you guys, just shifting from one leg to another. You hear the stage creak.
Oh, hell. How big are them bands?
Well, I mean, more than the performers themselves is the weight of the amplifiers that are going to be out here. Probably, you know, the speakers.
I don't know, but you do. So I'll take your word.
Could Rafe's not very smart about like engineering things, but he's an experienced performer. Could he draw on his experience of performance to judge whether he's worried about the or where he thinks like the weight of the equipment is going to be really like set up, and test those areas and see if they seem that they're those areas seem to be good, or if those seem to be the weak points, maybe.
Yeah, he can certainly use his experience as a performer for that.
But it's probably intelligence rather than charisma, right?
It is certainly intelligence rather than charisma, but let's go ahead and get a, oddly enough, a perform intelligence check.
Can Johnny just sort of stomp around all over the place? Like an exert goal to try and assist with this process?
Sure. What skill and attribute
Definitely
would you classify that as?
Exert. Punch.
Well, yeah, no. Dean can go ahead and actively try to smash the stage. That's fine. But Johnny's just going to stomp all over the place. He's not particularly skilled at that or anything. But on the other hand, what else are you going to do?
Okay. Yeah. Well, what skill and attribute do you want to use for that?
Again, I'm pretty sure it's an exert check.
I
guess
missed
it's
that
strength.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. Go ahead and roll your aid check.
I don't weigh enough to.
As you
much
said, he's
damage.
not very good at it. He looks more like he's line dancing.
Alright, here's my check.
There is
They just uniformly hate us.
they do. This is unusual. The stages are usually built on fairly solid foundation. They're not usually something that you can go under or go into at these arenas. Performers don't want their amps and their expensive drums falling into a floor that has been riddled with bullets. So stages are put on top of foundations. Having something that's creaking Rafe can only surmise that something has gone wrong with the Foundation. You guys can spend more time trying to investigate this. It's not a hard fail on that. It just means that you guys don't know what's going on. You know something's going wrong with the stage here. You just don't know what.
Yeah, I can't like say for certain, but I don't exactly feel comfortable with the, clunk, clunk, and I'm like slamming my foot down and making the creaking happen. It's
Yep.
like,
You want to one of these boards, maybe?
yeah, we should. Well, or just reinforce it or something.
I can do that from up here.
Right. No, yeah, right.
Well, we got plenty of nails stuck into the clothes hangers.
Yep.
Why don't we pop some of these boards up and see what's under the stage, and we can just can put it right back. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
True
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, can I go hunt down a crowbar somewhere in the backstage?
Yeah,
there's
that's
gotta
easy
be
enough.
one somewhere.
Yeah.
If any of you have a toolkit, it would there'd definitely be a crowbar in that, or you can try and find one in some of the props areas.
I mean, if we really have to get the stage open, there's always the shotgun.
It's harder to undo.
You find a crowbar or a long screwdriver, something that you can start prying boards up with.
Yeah.
And-
Okay. I'll find the flimsiest and squeakiest board,
All right,
and just pull it up.
those are all over here. You pull one up, and the sight does fill Rafe with a sense of dread, or whatever he feels when he imagines an amp falling into depths below. There's not supposed to be depths below, but when you pull out that board, so part of the foundation that this was built on apparently has fallen away, slipped into what looks like a bit of cave below.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Okay.
Johnny kicks open the door to over where the stagehands are playing poker. Says, "Come on outside. You got to see this."
Oh God.
They are startled with the door when the door kicks open.
While they're distracted, can I sneak and try to swap my cards out?
Yes, you can. Go ahead. Roll a sneak and a dex.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
The streak
I mean,
continues.
Based on the scenario, though, how low was the DC? I mean, it had to be pretty easy with them not there.
It would be, but the lowest DC that anyone should be rolling is a 6.
Worth a try, Ben. I'm gonna lead him over to the hole and kind of point him at it.
You can always swap your cards out now.
Yeah, I would do that.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a stage, not a gallows.
What's that?
That is a hole in the ground, son.
Why are you prying at the stage?
I got a hole under your stage.
I didn't put that there.
I didn't say you put it there. I said, why is it there? Ain't supposed to be there.
Look, the stage is fine. Leave it alone. What did you do to this? He's looking at the glass. What are you guys doing?
Your
Our
job, I think.
job.
How do you know you put that back right? Joju Joe goes over and checks one of the panels. Joey's looking at you guys. Look, I can tell you guys are new here. Fresh off the boat, straight down to EGO. Nobody uses bullet guns. There's no problem with the glass. So there's a hole under the
You're
stage.
speaking to people who just got shot at on the way
Why don't you
here
just go
with
ahead
regular
and
projectile
pull the revolver
weapons.
at that point, yeah.
What is? Why do you have that?
Points at whoever else was talking. I think it was Han.
Because we got shot at, and we took them out. This is what we took from them. And that was what they were using against us.
They had some pretty sick bounties on them too. Seemed like there were some major players.
He has any bullets around here? You want me to show you these up close?
No, no, Jesus. They both kind of just go silent.
All right, look, Mr. Han, it's your call what we do here. I'll go down there if you want. I don't care, but we can't just leave it like this.
I don't even know
We also
what
have
to
the
do
option of-
about that. What?
Could just call off the
Stuff
concert.
needs to be done, but the question is what?
Oh, I think at this point we call the concert off.
Well, I don't know about that. We just need to like reinforce these the stage, like just make it a little more sturdy, you know?
Remind me again, how deep is this hole?
Well, nobody's shown a flashlight down it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, it's
Well,
not
I
difficult.
have one. But if I can find one, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you find one. That's not a difficult piece of gear to find.
I mean, if you can't find a flashlight, there's obviously a stage light we can grab.
And I was also thinking of those mirrors that have lights right in the mirror. You'll find light somewhere.
Lots of options.
Throw a flare down there. That was the coolest looking option.
What you're actually seeing down there is... One moment, please. So it does look like the foundation has cracked and fallen away from this part of the stage. Now, when I say foundations, I'm probably using the wrong word here, because it's more like they pile up sand, get it all nice and wet, almost like concrete, but not quite hard, and then build the wood around that with enough reinforcement so that the sand can't actually knock over the wood. It's
Actually, if you pack it down with like a hammer pretty good, that's not a bad way to build a foundation for something small scale, but not so much future buildings. Although this is a pretty ramshackle building, it might do.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was thinking. Is it's basically like putting the wood of the stage directly on the ground. It's sturdy as long as there's no sinkholes in the dirt. And all they needed to do was build the dirt underneath the stage up enough so that the stage is elevated. In this hole that you're looking at, there's clearly a natural rock cave below it that the foundation dirt has sunk into. It's not very wide. You wouldn't lose an amp down into it. You wouldn't even lose a person down into it, although you could certainly twist an ankle trying to navigate it. But it goes deeper than your light shines.
But I got a rope.
It also goes laterally. Across. Let me draw a line here. Freehand.
Well, do we care what's down there, or do we just care about getting the stage fixed?
I mean, my
I
worry
doubt-
is that someone sneaks in, that cave comes out somewhere else, and someone
Oh,
can
you think it's a tunnel? Okay.
get in under the stage with a gun. Yeah.
It is.
Well, very much. It was here that built it.
Yeah.
Looking at how much sand has fallen away from the foundation, a person could navigate this little kind of tunnel that's been created under the stage.
Yeah.
It still would be a very difficult one because the cave doesn't care about human buildings. This cave is just... Let me pull out my marker again. I'm going to draw this up top here. You've got... and foundation, and then stage, if that's clear. Actually,
Sure.
it just looks like an evil gnome.
Yes, it does. I see it. It's a ninja too. It doesn't even have a hat on or anything.
Right. But
I mean,
this
if there's any squeeze
is
him
the
down
cave.
into whatever the space is, Johnny will give it a try, provided there's a rope tied to him to get him back out.
I do not have rope. I'm also
That's
not
another
strong.
fairly common thing around stages. I would have to imagine.
Yes, it's not difficult to find a rope either.
Yeah, let's
You'll-
try that.
You would have to
Just
pry
tie
up at least one more board for Johnny to get down there, though.
I'd probably have like 3 more boards.
Okay.
Give him plenty of space.
All right.
Yep,
Once-
Johnny, a light, and his revolver are going to go ahead and crawl down in the hole.
Once Johnny is down there and he can look back and forth across. Oops, don't want to do that. Back and forth across the scar of this cave, he does see over here a tiny little bit of light coming through from the other side of this. And if you'll give me a notice wisdom check or survive check.
You get a notice.
There has been movement through this. He's
Wait. Drag marks. What?
looks like, yeah, could be drag marks. He sees at least one half palm print as somebody has carefully navigated across. It is a bit treacherous. The positioning of the cave opening and trying to place his feet could very easily, like I said earlier, sprain his ankle, break a leg. Do something. You won't
So-
lose him.
It looks like I can see a light from over here by the edge of the stage.
And the tunnel continues in that direction.
Okay. Step 1 is check what we think the entrance might be. So I'll go check out over here.
Okay. It's not difficult to see from this side. I can't actually remember which character it was that was searching the outside of the stage for possible entrances under the stage.
That was me.
Okay.
That was me.
From this side, it's pretty easy to see. It's not exactly a grate, but somebody has jimmied something here so that they can leave the stage area through this cave, through this tunnel.
I'm going to push that open.
Okay, it opens.
Step out and wave to everybody else.
Man, I was looking for that earlier.
I shrug and I head back into the tunnel to see where the other end goes. Let the others react to that as they want.
I'll hop down and follow him,
Okay,
leaving the crowbar on top of the stage.
alright. Both head into the dark cave with only a flashlight, and you'll need to probably have that in your mouth or secure it in some other way that you can use both hands.
I'm sure we can find a roll of duct tape somewhere to tape it to the gun.
That's
For what
fine.
it's worth, I mean, in this game, the substitute for the flashlight is the glow bug that does say it sticks to surfaces.
That's true. I haven't fully adopted the glow bug. I keep forgetting about it, and I keep just going right back to flashlights.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going much further in here, I think Johnny wants to borrow the shotgun.
Does he grab that before going in?
Sure, you know what? I'll point it out to everybody once I find the secret door. We'll grab the shotgun, we'll tape a light to the shotgun, and Johnny and the shotgun will head down toward the mysterious tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put much of a fuss.
All right. This kind of crooked, slanted cave sides that descend down into oblivion open up and take you deeper into the earth. You get a bit more headroom. I will need an exert dex from everybody trying to traverse this. The difficulty is higher if you do not have both hands free.
I shuffled over computers and rolled 20 to take its sweet time to load.
It's supposed to be good at those.
Do you actually have a exert level?
I do.
I don't.
Well, sorry, Dean. How much does 4 damage do to you?
4 damage. I have 7 health.
Okay.
Doesn't kill me.
Yeah. This wasn't. This had no chance of killing you, anyways. Just to make that clear. I'm not trying to kill anybody with caves. But the damage represents some actual strain, scrapes, or strain on ankles. However you want to represent it. I'm not putting any mechanical impact to it. Not for just 4 damage out of 7. But this has been a very uncomfortable traversal experience.
Okay. Yeah, I've definitely got a lot of kind of like minor cuts. Like probably both my elbows are cut up a fair bit.
Yeah, you've slid a couple times and were caught only because the cave just wouldn't let you slide down any further.
Yeah. And I at one point I like kind of tripped and caught myself on my wrists and jammed my wrists pretty hard too.
Okay. Soon enough, this treacherous navigation becomes a little bit more level. You can actually get a fair foothold on it without just sliding right off. And you hear from the darkness, "Don't come any closer. I will shoot you."
Oh, that was the last thing you should have said.
Can I get a sense of where that voice is coming from?
I'll point the flashlight at it. I think
You
Anyway.
Yeah, you see a man and woman. Neither of them appear to be armed. And
I say-
the woman is very pregnant.
And
What the hell are
they
you
said-
two doing down here?
Did they say they were going to shoot us or blast us?
Yeah, he did threaten to shoot you.
Okay.
You guys are
Yeah.
both able to get into this level cave that they've found, and kind of squat down. It's about half your height. And they don't answer Johnny's question.
With my psychic powers, can I see them having a gun or something or anything like that sitting around? Because I don't need light to actually see them.
Spatial awareness.
Yeah.
You don't. You see what look like some kind of containers, probably boxes. Well, you can make out the shape of a cube. Boxes, as well as some cylindrical containers.
There we are. Finally loaded in properly this time.
What are you fixing to blast us with there? I don't see anything in your hands, son.
What do you want from us? Why are you down here?
What? Why are you living in a cave underneath a stadium? I'm not.
It's dangerous out there.
I'm bewildered. Okay.
Yeah, no kidding, but you busted the stage up real good.
It was already like that.
What's their reading off the guns?
The male is... Hang on. Comes up as Hyunky 776. I just copy pasted. Hang on. I copied one and then copied the other, forgetting that doesn't actually work. Shunky 776 has a small bounty. That's caramel.chishi. Has that massive pregnant warning and is worth quite a lot.
What does the pregnant warning mean?
Pregnant warning means that a special add-on has been applied to their worth for the essentially unknown worth of the child.
It's a DLC.
All right, well,
Okay,
I'll tell
so-
you what. Y'all two stand away from them crates. We're going to take a look at those.
He nods. She kind of, well, he shifts a little bit to put himself protectively between her and you guys as much as he can. It's not very good, considering you got a shotgun.
Come on, just scoot over. If I was going to shoot you, I'd have done it.
They do move out of the way for you to inspect their little bits of crates, and looking inside, it's just clothes, food, a few survival rations, canned goods, and plenty of water.
Am I the only one not in the hole?
No, I think it's only Han and Johnny that are in the hole.
Oh, okay.
But Dean went through, right? I got hurt trying. Did I not succeed?
Oh, no, you did. For some reason I thought it was Han that was in the hole and not Dean.
I intended to come along. I just took forever to get into my character sheet.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and give me that exert roll for Han, and yes, Dean is also in the hole.
Okay.
Okay, so it's me and Rafe that are not in the hole.
Oh dear, I'm gonna fix that.
Exert Dex.
Yes. There we go. No more snapping to grid. I hate snap to grid. Yeah, no problem. It is a bit of a tight fit with the 5 of you in that hole.
I want to ask them, has anyone else come through here ever that you've seen?
He shakes his head. Nobody else knows about this. How did you find it?
I told
It's,
you. Busted the stage.
Yeah, it's a hole in a stage.
Was that you pounding up there?
Uh-huh.
You busted the hole in the stage.
Technically, yes, but not the one under it.
We can't leave.
Oh, you're leaving.
We can't leave. Karaman is pregnant, and I've got a bounty on my head.
You're a small-time bounty.
You think that'll stop anyone from taking it? I'm a walking target, and I'm all she's got.
We got a car. and we got all kinds of musicians coming in here in 2 hours. If you can't find a way out during that, you ain't trying that hard.
You're a terrible influence, Lulu. What car? Are you gonna give us a car?
No, but we might give you a ride.
Where? Can't go anywhere.
You gotta go somewhere.
I give Han a look like, what is he even talking about?
Well, stay here if you like. We're filling in the hole, so at least no one falls through the stage.
Statistically, it's like not worth the bounty if you're using a pregnant woman as a shield, right? I'm just saying. Not that anybody should ever do that, but financially, if the bounty is what he's worried about.
Yikes.
Yeah, the bounty's way less than the value of the pregnant woman's worth.
Just to be clear, that's what you would owe if you killed the pregnant woman, not what you get.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
But you get
offsets it.
780 if you kill him, right? And then you owe 560
$500,000 if you
grand.
kill her.
Yeah, $500,000.
Well, no explosives are allowed on the EGO, so, you know, there's no collateral damage for most things, right?
Or you guys aren't doing anything to inform Ray for Benjamin of what you found, right?
I don't think I have a way to. The others
Yeah.
might.
No compads?
I have a compad.
Not that you would necessarily have used them yet, though, is what I was thinking.
Right.
So, stay out of it.
The cave isn't so deep that you couldn't yell up to let others know what's going on, what's going down here, if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Do I see another exit
No.
or
this
entrance?
This is an enclosed system. The only other way to go is to lose a lot of weight and then slide down the that slanted shaft. And even then, you'll stop after a while.
Yeah, I'll yell
Lovely.
back up saying that we found 2 hobos living down here. But they seem harmless.
I'll call you back on our compads. Be like,
What was that? I
What?
couldn't hear you over Rafe's solo.
True. Except there's nothing for me to plug into, so it's just, quiet.
It's just acoustic.
I'm just saying there, no amplifier, so it's you barely hear anything. I'll call you all back on our compads and be like, "What? You found 2 homeless people living down there?
Yep.
We'll bring them up."
We're trying.
Do we know out of
I'm gonna take my gun out and kind of point it at them and just tell them that they're leaving.
We're so Americans.
Yep. You two, you got a tiny bounty. If you're worried about people shooting you, hide behind your pregnant wife. You got to get the hell out of here.
do we know how many performers are going to be here tonight?
Well, Destructive Distortion is bringing 6 performances. You don't know of what other labels might be bringing.
Could we just what is this room? Is it like a utility closet?
No, that's a shower.
Oh.
The blue is the shower part, and the little gray squares are sinks.
I was thinking we could store them in a changing room for the night, but
Well, so
these are all going to be full.
how does the bounty system work? Does this guy just have this bounty forever, no matter where he goes, or what?
No. If he kills somebody with a bounty, then that is credits that he earns, and if that clears his bounty, basically the bounty is he owes that many credits essentially for killing the wrong person or persons.
Yeah, I'm
If
still
he
just.
kills other bad people at squares? Boy, that's messed up.
Would it
Okay.
be possible to just pay down his bounty?
And you could offer credits to pay down his bounty. Yeah.
Dean is still making them leave.
Okay.
I mean, take your time about it, but you got to get out of here.
Yep.
We'll wait.
I take the opportunity to jam a crate down the shaft so it blocks it.
Wait, is Han doing that right now?
Yeah,
Blocking your exit?
the shaft. Because if we're going to fill this up to make the stage safe, we're going to make sure it's not pouring out the backside.
The under
Okay.
the stage entry still, I guess, be unblocked. Is the plan here?
Yeah, block it up so that if we do start dumping material down here to fill up the hole, it actually fills.
Basically, the slanted cave shaft is a massive drain, and you're blocking that drain with crates and other wood props.
Something enough so that it stops making it super easy to drain out.
Okay.
A sheet of cloth would help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they do eventually. I mean, you're sitting there staring at them. They start coming out. He is helping her along the way.
Yeah, Johnny will help him get out too. He's not worried about that. There's more than enough guns on Dean to solve this problem if need be. But point is they got
stuff too.
Yeah, they can have their stuff. We're not robbing them or anything.
All right. I'm not going to ask for any more exert checks on escaping this cave trap. Y'all are able to get out and get their stuff with them. They're dirty. Very dirty.
Why don't you guys just clean up and just stay here tonight? I mean, you could just hang out in the green room. There'd be nobody there except the other artists. Should be fine.
That sounds like a security risk to me.
They're unarmed.
One of them has a bounty, so they did something.
Yeah, dude, I've had a bounty before too. It's I don't know if you've been here very long. It's kind of comes and goes.
Well, come on. First off, let me show you to the showers. So Johnny will take him to the shower room and just kind of hang out front of it with a shotgun while they use it.
I'll get him a Fiji from the mini fridge in the green room.
Okay.
A Fiji water.
Okay.
I think Han's just standing there shaking his head at all this nonsense.
Can I find an out of order sign?
You can certainly make one.
Noted.
There are Sharpies around. And plenty of wood and cardboard.
So what are my options for filling up the hole?
Well, you do have plenty of pallets that you can wedge in. They go in fairly deep, but with some judicious use of the wood that's available to you that isn't being used for something else, and maybe some props that you just don't like the look of, you can probably fill that up.
Is there sand outside? The ground outside?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
gravel.
plenty of sand up there.
Mm-hmm.
We could find a big crate out there and maybe go dig some dirt into it or sand into it, whatever to fill up.
Well, gentlemen, I don't think this is our job. I think this is these two gentlemen's job. And if they're not keen on fixing things, we at least have two bodies to fill it with.
Did you say this in front of them?
Mm-hmm.
They look at you with a mixture of incredulity and surprise. A little bit of fear.
Well, if they get to it, it won't come to that.
You're new here. You can't afford that.
Oh,
We're new here
Dude.
and we're not staying long.
they've got like a corporate backing, like to pay off whatever.
I've got $4
debts
grand
they
on my
run
head
off
right
here.
now.
Yeah, like I would not, call their bluff. I'm telling the 2 workers about my comrades.
I'm gonna take the scope off my gun and be like, hey, to everyone in stream, we might be assassinating 2 people right here, live on stream. I'm just gonna point it to them.
Look, I'll help you do the work. Let's just get it done. We just gotta get this fixed up for the show, alright?
Let's go ahead and get a talk charisma check.
Can I connect instead?
No, this is more talk. I would accept lead, however.
But no one has lead.
Oh, that's right. Nobody has lead.
Say, random character creation did not do us a lot of favors with this team.
No
We're
lead,
like
no
all good
pay.
at the same stuff, and
5.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, could I call in my connected, to call in a favor of a local? To try to, like, get these guys to do this?
Okay. Describe to me what that looks like. What kind of favor is Rafe calling in? What kind of, what local? There's nobody here that he can call in on. but-
Shout it into the desert.
Well, I was wondering if, like, I could use my, try to use my fact that I'm a local like these guys to try to connect with them and say, hey, do me a favor as a fellow AGO person. Let's just, get the work done, right? Like, try to call in on these guys as my favor.
Okay, I see where you're going from that. I think I was looking more for a flashback on somebody else that Rafe knows that might pull a little bit more weight.
Okay. Could I say then that, like, I call somebody I know who's in the region that could maybe get here within an hour, that is like a professional stagehand that's, like, done behind the stage work for, like, tours and stuff, who could maybe come in here and, like, help us do some of this kind of work?
Sure, actually, that's not what I was thinking at all, but that certainly is that works. It's actually, I think it's better than what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know a guy who's done, like, stage work for tours before, and, like, it's not too far from here. Maybe he can come out and help us get this place in order.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
Keith Razor.
His name's Lucas. Shout out to Lucas in the chat.
You got a shout out, Lulu. All right. Yeah. Lucas is happy to basically show these guys up. In fact, just dropping, this is what I was thinking, just dropping Lucas's name kind of puts them on edge, and they're grudgingly willing to
Even
help
better.
with the work.
Yeah, if I could just get him to, like, call them and be like, yo, get to work or you'll never work in this town again. That'd be great.
But Lucas is going to come out and is also going to make sure that they've gotten this shit done right now. That's the real threat to them.
Nice.
Okay. They help you with filling in or wedging into that cave, the slope, so that when you start pouring sand back down into it, it doesn't just go all the way down the cave again.
I'm gonna go AFK for a couple minutes, so unless something exciting happens by the showers, just carry on elsewhere.
Okay. All right. Aside from a pregnant woman and man showering at shotgun point. I'll come back to him after a minute then. Let's see. So you fixed the glass steel over here, the Chris steel. You're fixing the stage.
Unless
And-
Lucas can help us get the back door fixed, I think the best plan we had was to just jam it up after the people arrive.
Yeah, that was your best plan.
I mean, we don't need all of these vanities. We could just block it with a vanity.
Oh, we have nails and stuff in the
Yeah.
clothing stuff. Can we try to use those to repair the door?
Nail the door
hinges
shut.
back on?
Well, Lucas
No,
does
we don't-
come
we need
with
to open
some
it.
spare parts that you can use to fix the door. That is going to need somebody to roll, though.
None of us have fix, right?
None of you have fixes, if I recall. Lucas can roll with a +2.
Does anybody have work?
Nope.
He's
No.
a great
Perhaps I could talk to the door and convince it to work correctly.
Does anybody have anything else they want to try to use to aid Lucas?
Oh, can I take a nail in my hand and stab it into the door hinge?
Does anyone have anything else they want to try?
I do have exert to help Lucas.
I was going to suggest exert.
Yeah.
I was going to suggest exert strength to help put the door back with just pure brute force muscle and hold it in place while he does work.
Okay. Why don't whichever of you has the better exert score, go ahead and roll that. You are both helping Lucas to apply pressure that he can't do with his regular tools.
I am net +1.
Have at it.
Alrighty. No mod strength.
Okay. That is going to give Lucas a total of +3 now. All right. That is brings the door to good as new. The key fits smooth and doesn't jiggle without the key in the lock. While you are handling the door with Lucas, the two stagehands have been cowed into fixing up the wardrobe area, getting those nails and other small risks out of the way.
Excellent.
The last thing I wanted to do was check out these 3 rooms here.
Oh, I assume that you guys had checked out all 3 of the
had
rooms.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are other dressing rooms. One of them looks like has been converted into more of an office type room.
Bingo.
Currently has no paperwork or anything in it though.
Whenever the refugees are done showering, they get to go into the office, and the office gets a closed sign hung in front of it.
Okay. You can write that in brown Sharpie.
I'll just assume it's this one on the end.
Yeah, that works. And with that, all of the issues that you guys managed to identify seem to have been cleared up. Oh, you need to make that brown.
Yeah.
What about the ones we haven't identified?
Those are still waiting to kill us.
We'll find out.
Unless you guys have any other roleplay that you want to do amongst yourselves or with the pregnant couple or with the stagehands, that's actually the content I have for you.
I think Dean is pretty satisfied with the improvements that we made.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Ronnie thinks things went pretty well overall. He's not exactly sure what we're going to do for the poor guy who's stuck out here because he has a bounty and no spine, But
I'll tell you guys. You guys don't get to keep the credits that would come with your bounty. So as characters, you know that would just be going to Mercure. There's no real incentive or disincentive from transferring funds to the dude if that's something that your characters want to do.
Is that true for Rafe too as a local?
Yes, because Rafe is going into the employ with Mercure, unless you don't want him to, in which case he stays here and wouldn't be an option for future Mercure missions.
Sure. He'll pay the bounty, the dude's bounty.
Okay.
Why not? He's a nice guy.
All right. You guys do anything special with that, or do you just transfer funds over? Rafe knows how to do that. The others, it would be a little bit more of a tricky process.
Yeah, Rafe will just be like, "Here you go, dude. Like, I've got a paycheck coming."
Yeah, if I'm not keeping the money, I mean,
Yeah,
Dean's
we can't
pragmatic.
collect.
Yeah, Dean's pragmatic enough to just give the guy the money.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you guys would collect the money. It would just go straight into Mercure's purse.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the corporate characters among you know that.
For paperwork, I'll probably just keep the hammer one and let them have the other two.
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
I'll give him my spare Lazarus patch as well, just in case his wife needs it.
Oh shit. Okay. That's actually personal gear.
Yeah.
Or did that come with a requisition? I don't think it did.
No, that was personal gear.
Okay. There's a little bit of a, what's the right word? Well, your couple that you've just rescued from the squalor of a cave has gotten a little bit of a trend going. There's a lot of the cutesy oohs and ahs at how generous you guys are being here.
Donate to their GoFundMe page at Rafe Slays at AGO.TV/charity stream.
And within the next 45 minutes after Rafe's little promotion of them, why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma perform check there, Rafe?
Okay.
They've got a kid on the way. Do you have maybe a bic you'd like to give them to help them bond with their child?
A what?
I'm talking to Dean.
Oh.
A book.
Oh, book. Yeah,
Oh, a book.
They need your
You know, it
book.
would be perfect. I pull out of my backpack one of the couple spare copies I bring with me everywhere. I hand them a copy of the Mean Bean 100 delicious cookie and cake recipes you can cook with your kids.
Someday, when your child is older, this will bring your family together.
We should sign it. We just saved their lives. Everyone sign the cover.
Rafe
Sure.
would love to sign someone else's cookbook that we're giving.
Absolutely.
All right,
Did we see a team character?
this is getting more and more viewership. Within the 30 to 45 minutes after promotion and signing of the book, the dude's worth has skyrocketed up to $250,000. And she's almost $1 million.
Especially with that first edition book.
Yeah.
Half those donations
Original
will be,
print.
Will be like whatever it is that people do on Twitch, where they donate and then they cancel through their bank or whatever, so that they get the attention from the streamer and the rewards and everything. And then they cancel the donation behind their
No.
back.
This entire planet is based on the streaming and those donations and all that. They figured that shit out. You can't cancel it.
Good.
But I ask again, did we see a TV in here anywhere?
I missed the first time you asked. I apologize. Yeah, there's definitely TVs around.
What time is it now locally?
You guys have spent some time here, so let's go with about 2, almost 3 o'clock.
Oh, geez, I'm missing the reruns.
Yeah.
Once Johnny has his people squared away, he and the TV just are friends now. He's gonna watch Sunset Mirage reruns.
You catch the last 15 minutes.
I've seen this one, but it's a good one, so it's okay.
Alright, guys, give me a moment here.
I am extremely confident that literally the entire rest of the party is getting asked in their stream chat why you hang out with Johnny.
Alright, let's see how this works out for me. Yes, didn't break anything. Good.
There's definitely some point when Rafe will show off like his stream highlights to someone, and there's didn't get to do it within the session, but when he uses his telekinetic armory melee weapon, it's literally him levitating the bass guitar off of his back with like a force field around it, and then swinging it like a giant axe.
Nice. Shock and roll. I was wondering what that was. Okay.
It's telekinetically reinforced bass guitar melee weapon.
Nice,
Two-handed
nice.
melee weapon.
Oops. Why did he like that? Ah, man. Hang on. Okay. Let's try this again. Dang. Alright, the handouts hate tables, apparently. It will not let me put anything new below the table.
The table can get a little buggy.
Yep. Alright. Well. And there's the entire table. It's gone. Nobody needed that anyways. Sorry guys. This is the first time I've tried doing it this way, and Roll20 is fighting me at every step.
And why do you think I'm working for another VTT?
Why do you think I'm waiting for you to finish another VTT? Alright, let's see how this looks. It's good enough. Table's still not how I want it, but it's good enough. Alright. So, before your performers arrive, if you haven't already called in to Carlton, he calls you and asks, what is taking so long? What is the status? Report.
Yeah, I think Han would have called in at some point once we've given up trying to find anything new, and I give him an abbreviated report.
Okay. Do you mention the squatters?
I mentioned them. I mentioned some of the buzz it generated because everything's recorded.
Okay. Initially he wants them out of there, but after he sees how strong they're trending, decides that is a bad idea.
Oh yeah, we could cash in by bringing them out on stage and synergize our viewership.
Yep, pretty much. And tells you to get them with wardrobe and get them something to wear. It's a great idea. Thank you.
I'll pick out their costume.
Oh boy. Is that a good
I
thing
think
or
I
not?
mentioned. I think the thing I talk about least about is the fact that we got shot at. It's like, yeah, we killed them. Here's the chit for one of their bounties.
Okay. He doesn't seem bothered in the least that you spent some 5,000 credits of Mercure Core money. Alright, so your objectives were: primary objective, assess and report the safety of the stage. Well, that was pretty much guaranteed as long as you made it to the stage, regardless of anything else you did. That's 1 XP. Secondary objective of present a positive image of Mercure Core. I would say that succeeded. Additional secondary objective, don't cost Mercure Core any money. You technically didn't. You didn't get them as much money as you could have, but you didn't cost them anything. Hidden objective, you found the squatters. Hidden objective, you got the stage fixed up. So you all get 5 XP.
Hey.
Whoa.
Yeah, advancement is accelerated in these episodic sessions.
Good call. Good idea. I like it.
You get 1,000 credits for the primary objective, and you can choose any other objective reward. Only one, though. The other objective rewards are listed right under the mission brief.
For me, at least, that's not loading, but I suspect I'll have to refresh Roll20 to fix that.
I can post them in chat, too. Here, let me,
Well, it worked earlier, so...
Oh, what do the stims do?
You guys still don't know.
No one took a hit of one.
Someone pop me with one of those so we can find out. I mean, I don't
Rafe
have
has
one.
a heart attack.
Oh, and none of us have the fixed skill necessary for it, right?
Oh, you don't actually need the fixed
one
skill.
mod fix, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a separate option.
So we can choose any of the rewards from the secondary or hidden objectives.
Correct.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
that's an additional reward, and obviously not completing all the objectives just reduces the amount of XP you get and restricts your choices of secondary rewards.
If it's what we need to do to figure out what the stims do, like, if someone wants to hit Rafe with one of those, he's definitely down to try it. I don't have one of my own. One was not included in my package. Otherwise, I would just use my own.
You guys can, if your characters want to know what they do and it's a topic of conversation, you can certainly test it on someone. Despite Carlton's warning.
And briefly, Rafe's stream turns into Jackass.
I mean, Rafe is actively volunteering. Like, hey,
I toss Rafe mine.
let's try this stuff. Let's see what this is.
I toss you mine.
All right, I will try it.
I also take out a notepad and write down any symptoms he has.
I give Rafe my belt to bite down on.
he might need it.
Whoa, is this like where I wrap it around my arm and then my hand, or what is this stuff?
The first.
I'm assuming that the whole time Johnny is distracted watching Water Pirates of the High Sierra, because it's a good one.
The first thing that Rafe feels upon injecting this mysterious T. Lucy 147 into him is a painful sensation of his skin constricting on him. He gains 2 system strain, and the edges of his vision bleed into sepia. So he can
Sick.
He can see clearly enough. In fact, he can see a little bit more sharply, it seems, through just a straight-on focused. But his peripherals, the edges of his vision, even going beyond the peripherals, is Jagged Sepia. The mechanical effects of this are you gain 10 hit points, can go above max, +2 to attack, +4 to melee damage, and +2 to strength skill checks until the end of the scene.
Whoa.
Damn.
Any hit points above your max at the end of the scene are lost. So it is also it's healing, not just temp hit points.
That's pretty good. It's way better than Tsunami.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
what
pretty
he's like.
sure-
Oh, this is way better than Tsunami. I'm kidding. I've done Tsunami before, apparently.
Did you start
Entirely
throwing heavy
possible on this
stuff
planet.
around outside?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Did you just start throwing heavy stuff around outside, or like punching through the scenery?
I'm just out there moshing alone.
Alright, so I don't know a ton about mods. Are there mods for swords and or knives? That seems
Yeah.
weird.
Actually, any mod that applies to weapons can be applied to either melee or ranged. I think there might be some that are ranged. Well, yeah, there's the ammo card.
Ammo.
Yeah.
Okay.
The plus damage is very nice for melee weapons because it does go through to your shock.
Okay.
I'm a little confused. Should I have taken a equipment package that wasn't one of the mission ones as well as the mission one, or what?
Yes, when you're making your character, you could have taken a. In fact, you can go ahead and do it now if you haven't. But the equipment package that you get for character creation is just your equipment. That's stuff that you have. The requisitions packages are things that you get just for the duration of the mission. You guys lose
Yeah,
these
just
awesome.
understand that was all I had this whole time.
Oh. Well.
I just took the civilian package, which is just a compad and 700 credits.
My apologies for the confusion. Is there a way that I could, is there something that I could rewrite in the equipment section that would make that clearer?
Good question. I can't see it anymore.
Oh.
I will, let me reload Roll20 and see what it said that confused me. It's probably just me having been reading it late at night, to tell you the truth.
Entirely possible. And with these kind of characters, because there's no team that you're a part of and nobody else that's wanting mods, I'm having to restrict how any characters. Actually, this wouldn't even apply to any of you guys. Nobody has fix. Never mind.
Right. Can we not have mods because none of us have fixed skill? Is that how that works?
That would normally be the case, but with the Darkstar universe stuff, I'm basically saying that the corporation that you're working for is installing whatever mods you end up getting, and also maintaining them, so that you can have the benefit of mods despite not having, a team where somebody would almost invariably be dedicated to, I do the fix stuff. Oh, and I can make mods. So yeah.
That's cool.
Characters who would otherwise be able to have 20 mods don't get 20 mods, but in return, characters that normally wouldn't be able to make their own mods get to use mods. You just have to earn them through mission rewards.
Okay, cool.
I think it was just the second sentence of the third sentence of the requisitions description.
Let's see.
Somehow I read that as, this is the equipment you can have, period. And that's just probably my fault, to tell you the truth.
Okay. I also didn't spend a whole lot of time with any of you guys in character creation, and that was mostly a timing issue for me. I posted this while I was still technically working from home, and so I couldn't really, walk anybody through any of the many handouts and special rules that I have for the setup.
Yeah, no problem.
And I do have a lot of special rules.
We all lived. Nothing to be bad about.
do we have to give back everything that came with our requisitions package, right? Laser rifle, armor,
Yeah.
powered cells,
Okay.
stims. Okay.
And let's talk about commendations. This is purely a roleplay thing, but Mercure Corps is looking for those possessed of a keen sense of business, ruthless in execution, yet spotless in reputation. Public image is pretty important. Commendations are typically awarded for business acumen, non-violent solutions, advancing corporate interests, and skillful negotiations, among other things. So, Johnny, you feel like I'm pretty easy on this first round of commendations. You feel like Johnny fit any of those?
Not super well. I was trying to aim for nonviolent solutions just generally because of the overall feel of the corporation, but I don't know that he really excelled anywhere.
Okay. How about Han?
I think he got a result that the company would be happy with.
What was that?
With the hobos.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Yeah, and Han deserved it as the guy in charge, certainly.
Okay, that's fair. Han gains a commendation from Carlton. Dean.
I mean, in terms of public image, Dean certainly got a lot of viewers for for the company. So if there was going to be, if that was sufficient, then that would be it. If that didn't quite fit the bill, then I would say he didn't have anything else that kind of jumped out to me.
I'll give it to him. How about Rafe?
Gosh, I didn't think I was gonna be good at finding nonviolent solutions, but I kind of did help with the diffusing the hobo situation, I think, and then turning it into the stream into a positive thing, and kind of that idea to make it a part of the donation drive, and then have them come out on stage and whatnot. I don't know. Would that qualify?
Yeah, we'll go for it. Benjamin.
Depends on if you count empty threats as violent. But he was definitely not going to act on threatening to kill those random what were they, mechanics or fixers or whatever. And then I think as far as Mercure image, him giving his personal supplies is definitely going to get cut to a YouTube video later over sad music. So
all right. And let's go back to Johnny and brainstorm for him. Can anybody else think of something that Mercure would look fondly on as far as actions that Johnny took?
technically a copyright issue, but he did watch Mercure material on stream.
Promoted the brand.
Yeah, promoted.
What was your skill set or your abilities? I'm trying to keep everyone straight.
Oh, Johnny is pretty much just good at shooting people and occasionally talking to them if he hasn't shot them lately.
If he hasn't shot
You
them
weren't
lately.
one of the. Were you the teleporter,
No, I was a teleporter.
Benjamin? Right. Okay. Johnny, did you score any of the killing blows in the gunfight that we had?
Yeah, he killed the lady in the shotgun seat there. And certainly did a lot of crawling around in caves and stuff like that. It's not like it wasn't game. It's just that I'm not really sure there's anything all that glorious about any of it.
Well, I thought taking out the shotgunner was glorious, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also, you're the one that established the rapport with the two workers initially. You're the one that sat down and played cards with them.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with everyone on this very successful mission gaining a commendation.
Sweet.
Cool.
like I said, it doesn't actually mean anything mechanically. It's just pure roleplay for characters that either want to climb the ranks or maybe want specifically not to climb the ranks.
Johnny's more in the latter category. He's got his own ladder he's very interested in climbing, and it hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
I kind of feel the same. Do commendations, if we like went back into the office, quote unquote, would commendations mean anything? Like, would people care?
Yes, because you'll end up with a different rank. I haven't written out the rank structure for Mercure Core like I did for Spectrestar. But gaining a commendation lets you fall into a different rank, and you end up outranking those people in the office.
Okay.
It can get to a point where you actually may outrank the person giving you or telling you what your mission is. At which point somebody higher up the chain will give you your mission. I figure that the commendations are something that may be more interesting for roleplay later on. You know, if you're outranking somebody somewhere, you can tell them, order them something to do.
Commendation for Operation MurderStream on AGO. I have a question. One of the rewards is one mod of Fix 0.
Mhm.
There are no example mods of anything as low as Fix 0 in the book. It only goes 1
Really?
through 3.
Yeah,
So I was
one's the
wondering-
minimum.
Oh, maybe I should change that then. I could have sworn there were
I mean,
zeros.
they're also just examples, you know. So like,
Right.
you can make up your own. I guess I don't know what a 0 would be capable of if a 1 is usually a +1 bonus.
Yeah, no, maybe I was thinking pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, those have like a heal skill required with them of 0 to usually 2.
That's not what I meant to roll.
Well, you know what? That actually works. Let me change that to one pharmaceutical of heal 0 or less that you don't need the heal skill to apply to yourself. And I know there's pharmaceuticals with heal 0, right?
Yeah.
Lift.
Fix.
That's it.
Should be.
Yeah, lift.
Lift and hush. Yeah. Hush is not something you would want to use on yourself. Lift, however, is.
Let's say it depends whether you're talking about recreational use or, you know. Even then, I don't think Hush is quite something you would use recreationally. Squeal, maybe.
Alright, I'll also remove the restriction of it only being able to be used by you. This is Mercure Core, the frickin' biogenetics company. I'd like to hear what that cunning plan would be, Lulu. Okay, let me update that. Well, I hope everyone had fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.